Let's get this one started. Simple. Simple. Simple's not starting fantastically. He's gobbled a flash and some hot lead out of those clocks, and I don't think the smoke's going to stop him, Chad.
Ooh, 1x bet odds here favouring Na'Vi, but probably not for the pistol round. Going to have this bomb site taken away from them. They're out of util for the retake onto the site, and Rain's just having fun.
Ugh.
The burst fire Glock through the smoke. Perfecto's going to wonder what he did.
Yeah, I was actually really proud of Harry when he told me he spent 2-3 weeks practicing burst fire FAMAS.
Respect.
Like, +1 thumbs to him. I don't know if he's going to be practicing the right-click alternate fire of the Glock, though. Don't think that's got much of a place in modern Counter-Strike.
Yeah, it's a different story, isn't it? Look, I always still go to it out of habit.
Yeah,
it's a bad habit, but it's habit.
What do you think is the possible justification for not having it being relevant? Like, what's the point in having the button to press?
Well, I might have to do what Harry did and try using these things consistently.
It took us like 4 years to use the AUG.
Yeah, exactly, right? So maybe, just maybe, we're all wrong on this one, and Volvo are right, but pistol round to FaZe, and a great way for them to kick off the campaign here. You heard the desk talking about the multitude of different outcomes here this evening. Well, we'll be keeping you up to date, trying to give you live updates. So apologies to those of you who wanted to watch all 3 games separately over the next 3 days of play. But we will be giving you little spoilers.
It's pretty inconsiderate of ESL, isn't it, really?
Sorry.
How dare you guys?
Competitive integrity being upheld.
Oh, it's a bit of a topic, isn't it, integrity? I'm not sure if I'm ready for that kind of conversation. Chad, it's a bit late for that one.
Oh, I had a whole day about integrity. It was a day.
So sit down, relax, and just enjoy the shooty bang bang.
Yeah, this is the stuff I know what I'm talking about.
Forget about all of the extra integrity and like paper and ink and law. None of that. No, thank you.
Well, it's a bit of a sticky situation for FaZe Clan here. There was 4 players top banana to deal with their early aggression, and that's sent them packing to trifle with the mid play. Smoke will be fading shortly. In limbo, back and forth is Bit. Simple has been able to find himself roost over towards the arch side. And to be fair, Simple had a bit of an off game on Inferno yesterday against EG.
It is brave of them, don't you think? Like, straight up rematch on the map. You got banged out by Simple, 30 frags, 16-7. Just saying, okay, do it again. Just asking him, hey, Mr. Costiliev, have you got another one in you?
Ooh, nice pronunciation.
Merci beaucoup.
Flash wars as Karrigan does take the space. 50 seconds here, really starting to clamp down on this A bomb site.
Ooh la la. Okay, so there's a real pressure onto the time of this. Those smokes are going to start fading. They already have. Karrigan, you're going to need a second one. He refreshes the arch and they continue their walk. Na'Vi are in the right place to receive this. There's still ways in which this can go wrong. All it takes is a well-timed push or a good spray out of the MP9. Electronics been kept very honest. It looks like FaZe have weathered the storm.
Yeah, been able to hold that one at bay there, and you could just see the moments where it could go wrong, but taking their time phase, making sure to get down multiple walls of smokes, see if Na'Vi wanted to test the water.
It is a balance, isn't it, in Counter-Strike, where, like, I think sometimes we see Karrigan do the other side of it, where you kind of overthink and overcook it, but, you know, the idea of just being blatant, like, at no point were FaZe secretive about their intentions there. And I know sometimes, I find myself second-guessing it when it feels like I know the CTs have had time to be there, you know?
Yeah, I think the thing is, in Counter-Strike, you can get caught in 2 minds. Like, out-positioning your opponent to make it as easy as possible can sometimes force you into a scenario where, you know, you scamper, you try and run away, and instead that unravels the play. Whereas if you go, okay, well, we know there's 2 guys here, we know there's 1 guy here, how about we just focus in on that?
Like, we know they could have pushed banana up, they could be flanking middle, they can already be in the smokes we've just thrown, but let's not get uncomfortable and let's continue.
Yeah, just deal with the task ahead of you, right? They knew that they had the better weapons, they knew that Na'Vi were going to have to scramble to make those maneuvers, and they've been able to get the second round on the board. Now, actually, it's been strange. I've been seeing, and this is just the eye test, everybody, but some of these second round saved forces, right? So they haven't forced, they've saved some weapons into this. They can seem just as threatening, if not more. So regardless of the full investment, Na'Vi still a threat here. Great defensive Molotov there.
Yeah, I'm convinced a part of what you're talking about there is also because I think all it takes is the absence of the Kevlar to give players just that little extra motivation to go for an Aggie peak early. And more often than not, when you've got players as well-oiled as Na'Vi and FaZe, they profit from that opening gambit.
It's weird that there's layers to that, right? Because we already say when you're on a lower buy with pistols, you're going to take risks. So what you're implying here is the fact that there's more risk taken when, you know, there's just not the head armor, right?
Yeah.
So I can see what you're talking about because There you go. This is the first piece of that puzzle.
Yeah, there's even a weapon that they have to contend with. Olof's feeling the heat. I will remind you, in counter to the 16-7 bang out at IEM Cologne, Olof did have a very hot, I can nearly said the word correctly, very hot Inferno. Just yesterday up against Big Clan, dropping a dirty 30 and pulling them across the line. Now this is already getting sketchy, Chad. They have the site now. But this is a full 5-man retake, and AK has fallen into Simple's hands. And that was an important frag to find. How has Perfecto pulled that one off? Brokey should have had more there, and Carrigan's lost his life as well. This one's gone. He needs something special here. Twist just over the elevation from Simple. Doesn't have him in his field of view, and it's an easy collection. It's an easy 4 kills from Simple as well. The kind of second component of that conversion is that it's all Simple.
Well, really, you think FaZe has done all the hard work in round number 2, and here it is, just that naughty little 5-7 there in Boiler Room, just causing so much strife. Defuse will come in. Simple has 7.6 grand after that. 4 kills, plus the defuse, plus they were already on a save.
Does he keep the AK, or does he go for the big slam dunk AWP?
That's a great question. I think he can probably get away with this AK right now. You know, let everybody else invest as the AWPer. Maybe hold your schmeckles.
In his sack.
Yes, indeed, in his sack. But FaZe with the plant, they can facilitate a buy. It's looking good on their side of things too. So regardless of that result there for Na'Vi, we will get a full gun round coming into round number 4. And Banana we go, Boomich. He's in the most forward position here. Lobs out a molly. Carrigan will negate all that with his smoke. And they've got top Banana control quite swiftly here, FaZe.
To see of the flash. And speaking of flash, you can see Carrigan wants to get the hell out of dodge. Interesting that he's not interested in the maintaining control. You can see a reactive utility set from Na'Vi. A smoke on Boomich, a flash from Perfecto. Everyone playing it very safely and passively. Understandably so, I suppose, with the 3-man stack on A.
But they bowed out completely here. So I think the idea was they're expecting Na'Vi to go for something a little bit more aggressive. And now just as a crew, they're walking on up and they have everything they need to go straight for a B execute into the bomb site of Perfecto and Boomich.
Yeah, they've got such clear intentions from the get-go, haven't they?
Oh, this is all going to come down to timing for FaZe here. Brokey setting something up. Perfecto getting boosted in the meantime.
He'll be safe from the Molotovs there, presuming it doesn't break upon it. Oh, the timing's perfect as it fades. Rain's walk is completely neutralized. They're going to have to commit off this. And they are. Olof trying to be the pointy end, but Perfecto, another connection through the smoke, and FaZe limping with what little remains into this B bomb site. The rotate is in. Nades swallowed. Brokey's vision just restored, but Carrigan's got a wealth of space. My God, I just looked at the map.
9 HP though. He's going to have to do something crazy here. Electronic and Simple are coming in.
Oh, he does. Pre-fire's lovely. Simple's his next challenge, and he's already managed to at least tuck in.
They can plant here.
He can get up Graveyard. I don't know how he's chosen to stick around so long. This is very brave from Carrigan. He's playing for the greater good. Simple will catch the first. Brokey trying to slip away at 1v4. Can't even get much more. Simple will deal with him, and there you have it. 2 impactful rounds out of that AK from Simple. FaZe managing to get something out of that. I mean, a recovered plant is significantly more than they were about to leave with prior to Carrigan's maneuver.
Yeah, all things considered, that's great. But look at Na'Vi now. They have 4 AKs to their name going into the 5th round of play here. Now, I just want to talk through the details of this. You can see that Boomich expended all of his utility early, and Perfecto still had the bucket load left. So what happened was Boomich transitioned into the site. Perfecto boosts him up into a position where he can just focus on shooting. And then Perfecto with utility is playing from that CT role where he can be a little bit more flexible. And you can see just how his utility there was really able to aid them in defending that site. But FaZe, well, they've been pushed down to pistols here, and those pesky Deagles need to see if they can find a few heads in RV. Just takes one, and the dominoes will start to fall. Forced out an early mid-smoke here, so that was above the 130-minute mark. Going to force out more utility in Na'Vi. Boomich on the jump spot. Yeah,
he's in that same mindset. Well aware of the buy and willing to take a chance on someone not hitting that. It's a shot that's hit. It's definitely, there's a precedent set that it can and will be punished if you continue to go for jump peaks on the half wall, but FaZe with nothing posted. Looks like Simple wants to clear out top mid with the support of Electronic. And that's easy as that.
I think he remembers what was happening yesterday against Breeze, so Simple's laying some pain down range right now.
Yeah, I mean, we got to see Simple's stubbornness for the apartments as well. It was interesting to see how much Breeze forced him to actually actively fight for that territory.
Well, this is one of those rounds where I think Carrigan has just gone, hey, let's get some deagles and let's go and see what we can find. Everybody go fishing, go at your own leisure, go at your own pace. We'll at least rinse through some of this util, but being rinsed right now, and Simple might have some more kills.
And if you're FaZe Clan, right, like, I think everyone, when they know, like, they wake up in the morning and they know they're playing against Simple later in the day, part of you, maybe even just for a second, wonders, hey, he might have an off day. You know, it would be cool if he had an off day. And then, you know, all it takes is 5 rounds of Counter-Strike and you realize, oh, he's here, isn't he? Yeah, he's here in full capacity, isn't he? Oh.
He had 2 4K rounds already. In the context of those 4K rounds, well, that one that you just saw, that's more farming kills. But the first 4 that he had, that was the ones that are whacking the eco loss on the board for FaZe Clan.
That was the first round, in fact, that has now been a reaction of 3. So from 0-2, we find ourselves with Na'Vi taking the lead, heading into our next round of play, and the AWP now out for the aforementioned superstar. Crosshair placed and patrolling for any aggressive heads, and so they won't necessarily provide initially. 2 up second mid safely. Carrigan floating around middle as well, should he desire.
It's looking very A-heavy right now from FaZe. They have no banana control, and that is huge from Rain. An opener in towards the apartments. Electronic is down, and now more pressure can be applied.
Ooh, Carrigan's got something in store for us here. Whether there's a full commit, I hear the apps pop, perhaps. Brokey, Carrigan all release their nades. Here we go. Let's see Na'Vi's reaction. He's flashed off, but he still pulls the trigger onto a back-turned Rain. Info on Beer, he's fully blind and executed. And now Simple can get overwhelmed here. He's done very well, trying to dig himself out of trouble. Through the flames they push, and round converted. FaZe have successfully taken the A site.
Yeah, that was quite nice. I think that mid-control, you see that molly right there out of Carrigan's hands lands under the porch. You can throw different variations, maybe intentionally or by accident. If you lob it a little bit too early, might land on the roof. You throw it a little bit late, might land a little bit deeper on porch, you know? So there's different variations that happen with that. But it looked like just a mid-control, and they were able to pounce out apartments, find that gap a bit. He had no idea what was going on. Simple tries to make the best of a bad situation, and FaZe, well, they're going to tie things up 3-3. So a highly contested game early here. And important for it to stay that way. We want a bit of a banger. This group has definitely delivered a different breed of Counter-Strike. It's been much closer. We're not going to get away with the 5-4-3-2-1-0.
No way, no way. But I also feel like that's because that's a product of the teams. Oh, well, that's a nothing statement, I realize. That's a product of the teams within it, chat. Yeah, okay, hold on. But I had justifications behind that. Just in terms of, like, I'm thinking about Big Clan. I'm thinking about FaZe Clan. Like, these are teams that will...
New Fnatic.
But, well, they're just, yeah, certainly. But those two in particular that I mentioned, I think, are more attributed to just the volatility of the opponent. Like, if they have a well-suited opponent, I think they fall into categories where they have teams they mesh against well and teams they don't necessarily match against well. I think that doesn't... I wouldn't put Na'Vi in that category, a very separate entity in that sense. But FaZe Clan, I feel like it's opponent-driven at times. And Na'Vi, let's not forget, kept them very honest. 16-7 the previous head-to-head on this map, and FaZe have chosen to re-pick it. Let's see if they can justify it with a good T-haul.
They even lost to EG on this map, FaZe, I do believe, so...
Odd, yeah, it did seem odd. Oh, and I can see Rain's crosshair is absolutely minuscule, by the way. That is ridiculous. And for an old man as well, with his eyes, he's got a tiny little green dot.
Oh, they're really trying to exploit apartments. They are set up and ready to go towards A again. This is a rinse and repeat of the same strategy.
It is. It looks identical, but I wonder if the result will match. This time, Electronic actively contests Twist's first look, and Bit realizes upon the first frag of his teammate that there's pressure coming his way. I love that util set. Bit nerdy, but will slow them down. Rain's found a solution. Oh, has he though? He has to walk through. Gray screened, an Electronic set up by the Bit util, and that will leave them wanting. I mean, they've got nothing left. Absolutely nothing to celebrate there from FaZe Clan, and weapon upgrades galore for those A-tested CTs.
Immediately adjusted, right? That's great. In the last round, Rain was able to get that opening kill onto Electronic. This time, they play a little bit more passive. You're talking about that util. It's able to set them up. It slows FaZe down. And it keeps Na'Vi now 1 round ahead. So back into the doldrums of those upgraded pistols is FaZe. Last time Brokey got 2 on the way out the door. Let's see if they're able to get anything else done here. Now remember, if you've just joined us, maybe you missed the death segment, maybe you haven't been on the social medias. Right now, the winner of this matchup will come first in Group C. They'll skip the round of 12. They'll go straight through to the quarterfinals. Na'Vi are already qualified regardless of the outcome of this match, whereas FaZe, look, we won't get into the other bits and bobs.
Dude, it's so brutal for FaZe. I mean, they've been handed what sounds like a really appealing control of their own destiny. Initially, you go, hey, FaZe, if you win your last game, you're through to the playoffs first in your group. And it sounds like, oh, well, we've had a great few days, haven't we? Until someone says, yeah, but if you lose, you might not even make it.
It's pretty brutal.
Oh.
It's good, though, that every single game has something on the line tonight. That's one thing that I'm happy about,
Certainly.
right?
But who's the team they have to beat, Chad? It's only Na'Vi, only the recent champions of our return to LAN.
Indeed.
They really want to exploit A, but I don't know what you're trying to exploit. You mean that simple bit and electronic crossfire? Yeah. No, I'm not so sold. If I had to pick my poison, Chad, I think Boomich and Perfecto sounds a little bit more manageable.
Doesn't it? It really does. That's strange how deadly that A site setup is.
Yeah, well, I was thinking that when I saw Bit in Pit, I was like, but that would mean electronics somewhere else. And then I realized that there's just this little beautiful equilibrium where they both just get to be annoying around the apps whenever they want.
Yeah, so the thing is, and you have Simple as the man who's going to be flexing Arch side, so you're hoping to take advantage of him in the rotations. So that's something that I suppose you can exploit if Boomich and Perfecto are not doing their job, because at that point Simple will start leaning B a little bit more, right? But you need to crack that B bomb site first. Now, I think we'll see a different approach here from FaZe. This time, less of the A presence, and yeah, Simple wants something. He's looking real horny for a frag here towards Boiler.
Good util set.
Yeah, Molly's going to hold him at bay, but it's an equal exchange right there, right? The CTs dump some Mollies, the Ts do as well, and this is all just slowing down the pressure they can apply.
Whenever you say equal exchange, I just immediately start thinking about alchemy.
Ah, yes.
Full Metal Alchemist.
I still didn't finish that.
Really, no excuse. You have no excuse.
That took me like an extra 6 months to finish.
It's a really short anime, no? Isn't it?
Yeah,
I think I've marathoned it, and there is a start. B site, as we discussed, is exploited. Boomich down, and the rotation from Simple.
Good smoke.
The utility dump from Perfecto certainly delayed. Boosting the AWP up, I'm not so sure. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Karrigan's going to creep through this here.
Setting them up for success, and Perfecto just catches Karrigan straight through. I think the visibility kind of caught Karrigan there.
Oh, well, that's the number advantage they've just given away, right? I think they were going to explode on towards B. So whatever was spotted by Perfecto is actually huge because it's allowed Simple to now establish himself here towards Coffins. Might be a change of tack with 30 seconds left.
That's a bit uncomfortable, isn't it? You can see the discomfort in Rain's positioning. He's still flirting around with both options.
Olof's the only one with a smoke, Alex, and he's over in second mid right now.
He's on his way.
They only really have a flash to entry into this. Olof will get there. He can drop the smoke. It's actually baited Perfecto away. Simple, they're coming.
Yeah, and Simple. Oh! He's actually been caught out! Whether by design or otherwise, they've been given a gift of an open B bomb site, Chad. I can't decide whether it's genius or just a straight coincidence. The delay of Olof not having a smoke caught Simple out.
That is wild. Like, the round looked good for FaZe after the opener. Then Karrigan dies. It looks really bad. And then Simple, for whatever reason, ants in his pants.
It's 10 seconds left. He sees Perfecto, like his muscle memory. He just starts, you know, kind of reacting on the rotate. He's planning his route through Banana.
Okay, well.
Pants around his ankles, and that's Simple. Rare to see.
Yeah, caught off in a big way. So FaZe, they keep this margin very close. This has just been a back and forth affair. Some close rounds. Decisions. Down to the finest of details here. 5-4. Feels like we're having a tennis match that's never going to end, right? It's like juice.
I do love the juice rules, though.
Advantage Na'Vi.
I think that's how our overtime should go.
Oh!
Yeah. I didn't want to say it.
The occlusion of the smoke.
Wow. Why does that still happen, man? It felt like he just got completely BS'd, and then you realize
he did. Well, you know,
not indefensible, I suppose.
Well, I could try, but I tried doing enough of that today. I don't think I'm going to do any more of that.
You can't play. If you keep finding yourself playing devil's advocate, there's a second part to that saying I don't remember. Bit of a wobbly one. Spray was just a narrow margin off, and it's an able twist to find his head.
Tipple's just still picking here. They're really aggressive, Na'Vi.
Yeah, I think they just got really, really pissed when Big kept jumping at them. They want to do it themselves.
Oh, they might just run down this B bomb site here.
Yeah, Perfecto's got a lot to do, and I love the reaction out of him. He's managed to make that relatively threatening. Drops the smoke in time. It's pulled Simple back over to the site. But I think FaZe are playing a solid game here. Like, they can once again exploit this rotation. They've got Simple over to B. Olof will go poking and prodding. It looks like the bomb is going to go back over to the right bomb site. Electronic is isolated here.
This is twice they've been able to get Twist this aggressive on B right now, and they just get to play with this A bomb site. So unless they face some resistance, which Electronic pushing, that's resistance right there. Big frag.
Ooh, yeah, and already Perfecto's caught the B lurk as well, so stars are starting to align for Na'Vi, but advantage FaZe in terms of ground. Bomb now planted. Karrigan opts for the site. You can see they're discussing their crossfire. Now, Olof's actually been let off the leash. He's been sent to try and find the first prong of this. Oh, poor guy, booked with his back turned, crab walking around the apps. And Karrigan's days are numbered. He's being flanked. And flashed. Lovely conversion from Na'Vi, and they keep a cool head.
Oof, that's huge from Electronic, right? That play is the only way they can get back into that round. If he pushes through that smoke and he dies, it's a save call. The fact that he goes through, gets a kill, he has to take the risky maneuver, right? That's so risky. He's not positioned over towards site. He's not positioned over towards pit.
Off.
He has to go for a gamble push, and it pays off. And not only that, he finds Olof as well. So that is a genius maneuver from Electronic there. And this is it, right? He's just gone, well, if we want to win the round, I have to do this, right? And in certain situations, that's all you can get away with.
And I just realized as well, he was the one that you just said killed Olof. He went back around all the way into that entrance of apps.
Yeah, good maneuver there, and, well...
Badass.
Yeah, right now it's going to be a MAC-10 in the hands of Twist, but everybody else with the AKs, so...
Your highest fragger with the SMG. We'll see if they can justify it with a round win.
I feel like if they get that banana control again, they may as well just execute into B, right? Because they are getting the space. If you're able to park Twists up that aggressively, you can apply pressure towards this B bomb site, no dramas whatsoever. A safe car molly there. Hold any maneuvers at bay. Double nades for the AWP, molly for the sandbags, all looking good, but the flash forward.
Yeah, Boomich wants a look, and they're tucked in half wall, safe and sound. Smoked off now. Simple will stick around, and they want to actually isolate onto A instead. It's the right call in terms of numbers.
Oh, they just called top banana clear again here. So yeah, they will need to rotate away quickly because they found nothing on their info plays. FaZe could be coming any second now.
Yeah, you can see they got the read. The rotations are on their way. Just sending Perfecto, the only man with a smoke, to go back to B. Karrigan's opened up proceedings onto the AWP, no less. Simple's gone, and Bit doesn't last long either. That crossfire's been broken FaZe into a pretty stacked down site. And Karrigan hunts down Electronic as well. They knew he would be lingering on the site. That's enough to force the save. FaZe closed the gap once again. Yeah,
that was one of those situations where we're talking about keeping Simple busy. He was over towards that B bomb site for a very, very long time. I think they were thinking the impending B strike was in, just like I was saying, right? The fact that they've gotten that much space, it is a cause for concern for Na'Vi. And that is most likely what kept the third man lingering. And then from there, the timing, Simple gets there. He's in library, but Karrigan had already slipped the net. So some really good stuff from Karrigan so far, finding himself on 8 kills, tied up with Twist at the top of the scoreboard for the FaZe camp. 2 saved guns. Money is fine for another Na'Vi buy, but if it continues back and forth like this, you're going to be happy with the first half of your FaZe, right? You're going to walk away with, you know, 6 or 7 rounds. So that's a pretty tidy first half. We're going to do a little bit of a check-in with the Fnatic EG game for all of y'all. Fnatic, well, they need to win.
Yes,
that's clear. That's quite clear. There is some results that do have to go their way. Now, we'll wait till the first maps are done, and then we'll start dialing in on all of that, because the desk are going to cover it. There's no point us covering it after the first map.
No, but to fill you in for the Fnatic one while it was on your screens, they actually need, and it's relevant to us, they have to hope that FaZe loses. So they're supporting Na'Vi today.
Okay, so Fnatic fans,
if you want the black and orange in your playoffs as a debut in their official capacity, it would be quite poetic, and so is that flashbang. Good God, Simple was blind for an eternity. And there's more to come. Electronic's gone too. Olof has won the round with his AK-47 alone.
The only way this falls apart for FaZe is if Na'Vi gamble stack somewhere, right? Right now, as Karrigan is their caller, you're just calling pause. Wait, let's see if there's an aggressive maneuver. If there's not, let's group up, let's execute with our superior utility, and let's just trade efficiently onto the bomb site. Giving away a straight kill, not the way you want to be doing it. Position noted now for Bit, so they still have a one-man advantage here, but that is going to be harder for FaZe to break.
And it looks like they want to take some liberties here. Just jumping nades, walking casually, not clearing all the corners. They know Perfecto likely isolated, and he is just hanging out behind the pillar. Oh no. Na'Vi are chipping away at them. Carrigan's gone down as well, and now with Twists alone on B, they're flirting with 2 bomb sites.
Oh, this is on Rain. How much space is he going to get before Bit is able to establish the site?
He's being brave. No contact,
It's
but it's
catching
option.
him.
He's been caught. An adjustment out of Rain. And Bit this time handed the headshot as opposed to the other way around. That will be the round saved by FaZe.
Most important kill of the round.
I got flashbacks, Chad. You know when you were talking about, look, all we have to do now, we have an advantage, it's group. I got flashbacks to matchmaking with you. I became you in my solo queue matchmaking adventures, yeah? I said exactly what you said. I was like talking them through it. I was like, boys, we just got 2 picks. I want you to stand still. We're going to group up, trade off of each other evenly. We'll execute into a site. It's safe.
Yep.
And you know what the first thing he says? He goes, Green, you a coach or something? Green, you coach teams, maybe. You professional coach, man.
Dear.
But yeah, it was the Chad Birchall strategy.
It works sometimes.
It works. It's flawless. It's almost like it's the fundamentals of Counter-Strike.
Well, what happened right there was them taking it to a bit more of a... I'm trying to think of a team who we could maybe use for that. I think like a Heroic would be a good example, right? You send feelers out, right? Because you want to see what the resistance is like. Now, the biggest problem when you go for moves like that is if you just get multi-killed, you're wrecked. And if you just get multi-killed like this at the start of the round, you're also pretty wrecked. So Olof with 2 huge kills, but I'm liking the pace at which they're taking apartments now.
I've seen Simple genuinely look like a human being this entire half. Like Carrigan shooting him in the side of the head. He's rotating when he shouldn't. He's been exploited and outshot at times. That's FaZe Clan doing a whole lot of what they couldn't in their previous head-to-head. And FaZe, I've opened up again. Speaking of it, it's Brokey this time that puts his AWP in the feed.
What a gift, right? Simple's about to go for a second mid-peak. He just takes his eyes away for a second. Brokey steps out dry. That's going to be adding some level of frustration now. And, well, they can just set up and hit this A bomb site. You know, it's Electronic a bit over here. It's likely the CT stay with a 2-2 defense.
This is compulsory, man. I mean, I'll keep getting excited about it if it continues to be this close, but I definitely came in with an air of doubt surrounding what FaZe we're going to be laying down today. Very happy to see we've got a competitive first half, and this is a Na'Vi that are looking definitely a little flustered. I mean, look at this. Once again, a wide open site. How often have we been saying that?
Oh, even with that kill, unless they get gifted another, I feel like it has to be the save.
Yeah.
The money's just not there for Na'Vi to risk this round, so they have been whittled down here, and this will be the 3rd consecutive round for FaZe. Bit's still lingering around. He's like, Electronic, they said save. Why are you still in trash? But he understands that Electronic is the 2IC of this ship.
Yeah. Second in command for any
Actually, when I think about it, maybe he's not the second in command.
Who would you say is?
I reckon Simple's the second in command. Boomich is the first in command.
Okay.
But Boomich reports to Blade.
Yeah, the hierarchy's probably a bit kooky over there.
Yeah. As long as everybody wants to win, I think that's all Simple cares about.
Yeah, Simple's also got like a jurisdiction on the catering. Like they have to use his sushi company.
Sure. Yeah, that's yep. And they have to use Zeus's pizza company.
Zeus's pizza company.
Yeah. they got a meal for every day of the week over there for Na'Vi.
Yeah, you could truly support each individual member over the course of your takeaway.
What's Senya running? Is he cooking anything? He got anything on the go?
Senya, yeah, I wonder what he's cooking up.
Have a stir-fry joint or something? Okay. Na'Vi, you need something here. It's starting to get real awkward, and it could be another save if they just lose the site. They need guns for the final round of play, and their loss bonus is only at 2,900 here. Huge nades.
Ouch! 150 damage. That's a very well spent 300 bucks.
Can you do that like a darts announcer next time?
157.
Oh.
Imagine if I could actually crunch the numbers that quickly there. Give you specific readouts.
Just computing live.
Yeah, I mean, I am called Machine. Unfortunately, I'm probably the least mechanical human being around.
I've seen you with a wrench.
That's true.
This right here, being stalled out with the low HP, it feels like FaZe might have to do something a bit more direct. So, waiting out more of the early util. And I say early, we have a minute remaining on the clock here. All 5 members for both teams still stand.
Yeah, and I mean, fair play to Olof, Meister, and Rain. They've been taking apartments in slow motion. They have the patience. And now they're going to be poking B. Now, this is interesting. Let's see Na'Vi's reaction here. Karrigan's trying to be smart, but unfortunately, Rain's taking contact way too soon. They haven't shown the bomb, but they'll clear him. Oh, Karrigan. Karrigan, you are a loud boy as he stampedes through the apartments. Electronic about to win the round. Yep, hello. Is that the explosive device that you intended to plant?
Oh, if Brokey can do some damage here, never mind. He goes down to Bit. Then that would have been all right. But 7-7, tied back up. Let's see who takes the lead here in the final round of play. The fact that as soon as Karrigan is they're calling that 3 halls pop off the B fake, as soon as Boomich gets the first kill from Graveyard, you know you've made the wrong call. Because it's more of an A stack, right? They had 4 players over here. Electronic gets this one as Karrigan is trying to transit over towards what should have been the less defended bomb site. But still, this is a great T-Hard from FaZe right now. They're going to be happy with this.
Yeah, notice Na'Vi really haven't quite been won over by the org conversation. Or maybe I should bite my tongue until we get to Nuke. But maybe we'll see a difference between the two. But yeah, they're not quite in the same boat as a lot of other teams in this group. Starting to show almost 2 orgs of full buy for some members.
Really liking this apartments play, aren't they?
They do, but I mean, it hasn't really been exploited in response from Na'Vi. The boost is going to really, really ruin Rain's day. I wonder where the line in the sand his leader has drawn for him. It likely is about there.
It seems to me that right now, with Karrigan with this smoke play top banana, they're going to want to draw some movement on A and see if they can pounce. Rain and Olaf are dropping back now. Top banana control is confirmed.
Yeah, well, that's some of the similar util they've done previously on the A commits. So that's going to only encourage Na'Vi to dig their heels in deeper. It really hinges on what Karrigan finds, but this is the pressure from mid. Go! He's flashed, but Bit saves the day. He finds both of them. And Perfecto, oh, he's babysat nicely. Boomich saves him, gets the info, knows they're committing, spotted out Twists and Brokey. And the bomb on the backpack of Twists. They're in a lot of trouble. Last round, so full commit. 5 versus 2 becomes a 1 versus 5, and Brokey last alive. There he goes. Na'Vi winning. I reckon I've got you beaten on Ballet.
Yes. Yep. You took some. I just watched it.
Yeah, well, to be fair, it's up for debate. Your mum probably educated you very well.
Subconsciously. Perfecto hasn't bought anything.
Oh, Chad, don't you start your little theory crafting. Put it away.
Okay.
Come back to your little theory craft after we see how this one shapes up.
I'm excited by this.
You think Simple's getting an AK and all the trimmings?
As long as they plant, look how much money Perfecto will have next round if Na'Vi plant and lose this round, okay? Just bear with me.
All right, he's set the seed, he's planted it. I'll let you guys choose whether or not you want to water it.
Simple has the dream again here, so the P2 Fitty, the 2 smokes set up right now, and the collision caution to Rain.
Owie, ouch. Just Glocks to the dome, and now, well, panic stations for Brokey and Karrigan. They've got 5 Glocks. Who want their name and number. Bit. The first bullet on the adjustment straight to the dome of Karrigan does conclude the round, and now it could be dream world for Na'Vi, not only winning the round, getting the bomb down, saving some extra cash on Perfecto, and their contingency plan may not need to be activated.
Now, I hate that this is the meta right here, and okay. I was going to say, I hate that this is the meta right now where the CTs are better off just saving their armor so they can get the cheap upgrade into head armor in the next round. Olaf didn't want to do that, and that's fair enough. Olaf's an old school guy.
Back in his day.
Yeah, back in his day, he would have gone for that. He probably would have won it too, but Twist here, he's going to go for the cheap Kevlar upgrade. Now, they are going to win the round, so the ramifications of Perfecto not buying anything on pistol is not going to be as juicy. But, we'll save it. We'll save it. If there is a team out there in professional Counter-Strike that on the T side of a map would like to full eco, get into an area or bomb site of the map, plant...
What's the best map for this strategy to actually actively... I'm calling Mirage. I'm calling Mirage.
Maybe, yeah, you could do like a B site Mirage,
B
like waterfall and just
bomb.
plant. Maybe you could go for something on like Ancient with just like a straight up like B ramp.
Wait, are you telling me you don't need to win the round?
No, you don't need to win the round.
We'll just do the Machini TV Mirage strap. 4 of you go B with util.
And the other guy plant. No, we can't have util, it all needs to be eco.
Oh, you're right.
Everyone has to be eco.
Not even a decoy.
No, so like on train, like in a bomb site would have been a good use of it.
Yes, it would.
Right, like nuke if you could just do a ramp rush and go straight lower.
Yeah.
Right, so there's a couple. But if you do that, see how much money you have in the second round. You'll have Galils and util. Give it a crack.
We'll do a little MM experiment tonight if you want.
Oh, bloody hell, mate. It's going to be late. It's already past my bedtime.
Boomich sorted the problem out as Rain wanted info. Instead, he finds an SMG to the face. Poor old Carrigan. Flash for info. No one's blind, and Boomich is going to catch a scalp bullet.
Got lucky there, didn't he?
Lovely follow-up from Brokey. He converts the no-scope. I'm afraid that might be all to celebrate for FaZe in this one.
So this is going to be Na'Vi now extending their lead. 10 rounds for them to the good. That's a 3-round differential to FaZe's 7. Going to have a second crack here. Now, if FaZe can pull off what Na'Vi did in that first half, which was lose the force buy, but win the follow-up with the saved weaponry, then I'll be very impressed. There's no reason they can't, especially with Twisty Boy, Olaf and Brokey holding on to their goodies.
I will say, I think FaZe's CT sides have been where they've accrued more of their stable rounds in this group. Taking a look at their T sides, they've had some woeful T halves.
Don't remember the, don't forget, but also try not to remember the overpass game against Fnatic, right? We'll forget about that one.
Okay, that's into my mind for sure, as was the Mirage. I mean, don't forget that that was a quick one as well.
Yeah, no wind beneath their wings in that one, I think. They weren't believers in that game. All right, well, let's see. How can Brokey... Brokey, for me, is probably the catalyst of this round for FaZe to win, right? Because if he can do something a little bit funky, if he can get that scout working and get a tag or two, then I think we're off to a good start for these pistols to be able to chip away. 2 USPs, one for Carrigan, one... Oh, Rain's upgraded into a P250.
What a special treat.
Yeah, so this one could get spicy, but like I said, it's up to Brokey. He's about to get run boosted. Special delivery. Simple accepts that package.
Yeah, that's a dream. That is exactly what you were prophesizing. Chaddy took 2 chunks out of Boomich. He's been hard done by there. Olaf, so much damage. Just shy of finishing the job. It will swallow the nade thrown by now the cold dead hands of Twists. I'm afraid FaZe kind of relying on Carrigan staying alive. Now they'll just take some space on A and... Staying alive. Staying alive. Is it the BGs?
I don't know.
Oh, anyone that's slightly older than me is going to hate me for even asking that question. Staying alive.
We need OJ on like speed dial.
I had OJ in my mind.
His radio job.
It's the BGs. Well done, Alex.
Oh, we got confirmation?
Yep.
Okay, nice.
Well, you can tell by the way I use my walk, I'm a woman's man. No time to talk.
Okay.
Music loud and women warm. I've been kicked around since I was born.
All right.
Thank you very much. That's the BGs.
It's spoken word.
In spoken word.
Okay.
Interpretive poem by Machine TV.
Well, you didn't...
Rhyme.
No.
You don't need to in slam poetry.
You don't?
Nah.
What about is it a haiku?
Haiku, that's the one that follows a very specific formula. It's like blah, 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 you know?
Certain amount of lines, I think, in a haiku. Or is it words?
It's to do with the amount of syllables, I thought.
The syllables. Okay, that does sound believable.
Oh, I just typed in haiku like the volleyball.
Did you watch any of that?
No, I haven't yet, Chad. But it's still a hard recommend from you.
I haven't kept up to date, but it's pretty hype. Also, I want to let everybody at home know I put an anime profile picture on my Steam profile, and I've won 2 out of 3 games I've played with it. So, good odds.
Yeah.
Good odds.
I didn't realize that, previously anime profile pictures were just the dodgy kids in matchmaking. Now everyone, the higher echelons of FPLs are weeb too.
You got to do it. Well, Simple's got an anime profile picture. Yeah.
Oh, well, that explains it.
Yeah, I can show you if you want. Hold up.
Who's he got?
Where in the... Well...
You must know him.
I think it's...
Is it the Green Goblin?
Not the Green Goblin. Spider-Man in the building. All right. This is an important round here, ladies and gentlemen. No more silly business. It seems a bit silly. Rain has a Mac 10, but he's all the way down banana, so lethal range for him. Brokey's kept that scout, so it's weird that this is a bonus round for the CTs, but it is a little bit for Brokey and Rain. So
certainly.
This one's them trying to get the most out of their little investment.
Yeah, with an 8-7 half, FaZe have swallowed the pride of conceding the pistol. This is where you get to voice your concern the first time. Unfortunately, though, if you are FaZe, your opportunities will be numbered, with Na'Vi already posting 11. This is a big one, as Chad has already outlined. It seems like Na'Vi are not really desperate to commit to anything. They've still got a full 60 seconds. We know, certainly historically, Na'Vi not afraid to run down that clock.
Ooh. Does Electronic wait this out? He does. Looks like he smells something's up here.
Oh, he's just got a perfect crosshair placement regardless. Flashing him off. Range got him here. Should be and does deliver. Oh, and he tagged another. Sets up Brokey for the conversion. Na'Vi are going to be propelled into Karrigan's solo B hold.
Well, if they're quick, it's just him.
Yeah, and he's got no util at all, bro. Brokey would have to do some magical stuff with a single flashbang. Karrigan maybe have it above his head. There it is. And no one flashed. Maybe slows them down. 20 seconds. Brokey's in position now. The boomage clear. He's looking the wrong way. Karrigan sprayed the wrong way. He's been run down, and Na'Vi have the sight. Twist trying his luck through the smoke as it fades. Boomich tucked in on the new box. A flash from Olof should set them up for the walk. Perfecto does lose vision temporarily, but it's not cost him anything.
Oh, he's made noise. Oh, how have they gotten away with that? Absolute murder.
Yeah, I mean, Perfecto taking the contact, but Boomich swinging out at the same time. Part of me loves the visualization of them just counting it down, you know, saying 3, 2, 1, and
that's huge.
Hit your keyboard. That should break FaZe Clan once again. They'll come in for the full bonus buy.
Yeah,
and we'll see them with $0 left in the bank account for the majority.
To be fair, right, out of the Mac 10 carried through and the scout on Brokey, they actually got a lot from it, right? But look, it does set them up with another potent buy right now, so you can't really critique, was it the right idea keeping those weapons in play? They got a lot done with them. It's just everybody else really letting that one slip. That retake situation just there, really, really messy. Like, it felt like they maybe had a bit more time. They could have tried to isolate some fights. Boomich stepping up in a huge way there. I can't believe he was able to stay alive and take Karrigan out of that round. Well, this is it. If Na'Vi are able to just force through FaZe on this one, take away as many rifles as humanly possible. We've got max loss bonus in play, but...
B-Stream update, Mouse Sports. If they win, they're in. And they are up. 3-round advantage up against Big Clan in that first map. That's happening on the B-Stream, just CSGO_B. And B might be the letter that's appropriate for Na'Vi's T-side as well. Smoked off for now. They go knock-in. Rain smokes them off and will repel them. Whether or not they'll head into the A site remains to be seen. It looks like, if anything, they're actually gathering to go as it fades. Bit's the last part of the puzzle, and he's on his way as well.
Rain does have a smoke here. Is he going to go for something back of the site, or is he going to go for something deeper here? I think he's going to save it. That smoke from Bit there just hopefully going to keep Brokey and Twist planted. We're clearing top mid. It's about to get real juicy.
Here they come. Karrigan, Rain, good flash, but that's all they've got. That divider smoke will be thrown out. Rain needs a multi-kill here. It's compulsory. There's so many people looking for him. Trying to play around the smoke. He's tagged up a few.
Save.
And that's enough for the FaZe Clan boys. They'd rather have another go in round 21.
If you're Na'Vi now, and you've heard me get on this a couple of times here, they should start having a little bit of a chase, whether it be with 1 or 2 members. Just start having a look to see if you can deny something here from FaZe. Maybe a round too early, you know, but at some point, you can start letting the boys off the leash. Let them have a look. Let them start sniffing out these opponents. Next round, the max loss bonus, you can get Olof and Twists, who can drop guns, or Brokey can drop as well. Everybody will get that 3,400 into the back pocket here. It just means someone is going to be light on utility. Commanding, though, from Na'Vi now. This is 5 on the trot on this T-half. They had a back-and-forth affair there. It's 7 in a row from the tail end of the first half. So really picking up some momentum and some steam here and moving into the next map. As if you missed the veto, you can see it in the top right. It is Nuke coming up next. And, well, FaZe removed Mirage, which I think was a cause for concern for some.
I mean, if it continues in this trend, if we don't see FaZe voice something in this round here, they could have finished 8-7 and end up with the bloody same scoreline. I thought we were set for a, you know, double digits bare minimum to push the Na'Vi boys. But yeah, a couple of lost gun rounds, the pistol and its conversions. It's left FaZe with a couple of options. Karrigan, what throws caution to the wind? Straight down Banana. It's Rain's multi-kill that could be the difference. Has a good tag. Simple somehow tracks him as the Norwegian does tuck in. A risky push. A big miss from Brokey, and Na'Vi still relevant.
All on Olof now. The only man here over towards A, and he's pushing through apartments. Going to take a more aggressive stance as well, the 3 Na'Vi members will wrap around the site. They're going to get a free avenue.
Oh, Olof's completely given them the site as well, yeah. And they've called it clear. Simple reacts with the plant, safe in the site.
Look where Bit and Electronic are. Tell me they don't get enough practice to play in these positions.
Yep, they know their angles and their crossfire as well. Here we go. This is going to be such a tough nut to crack. I don't envy them. All off with only the FAMAS. Sure, he's got some util. He'd love to get that well placed out of the apartment position.
Oh, timing.
Yeah, he knows they're in there and softens him up. Twist just Molotov out in response. The time, there's nothing left. Olof would have to pull out some crazy shots. Oh my God. Yeah. He gave him a quick reminder of who he was. Doesn't quite find the final headshot of the 3, but he keeps him honest. And that puts Na'Vi on 14. FaZe Clan looking to respond. They have picked the very same map. They were beaten up by Na'Vi on at Cologne.
Ooh, okay. Imagine if you had an M4 instead of the bloody FAMAS.
Let's see. We'll see now. The nasty miss from Brokey did spiral. Bit living on. Never mind. Continuing into the site. Olof, let's see that. So a good spray.
Okay.
Committed to his. Okay.
You can see him aggressively wiggling his mouse after. Is this thing broken?
Yeah.
You know, where was the kill? All right, well, back up against the wall, against the ropes, whatever cliche you want to go with right now. FaZe Clan are under the pump. Brokey's been able to get the big green back out.
Thanks to Olof. I mean, I think after those kills, it's enabled him to drop an AWP and to get a FAMAS in his hands. Solid haul. Now, they are just walking straight in uncontested right now.
Alex, nobody on FaZe has double-digit kills right now.
Yeah, that is odd. And Boomich is so good at being ahead of the pack. Never mind finding impact from it. He's so far ahead of the boys.
Close it down.
It's over.
Look at Simple. He's pushed up the tree already. They're just bloodlusting for these frags.
And if they find them, it's not going to be pretty. Max lost, sure, but Brokey was going to want to hold on to his AWP, I suspect. You can't just feel... I mean, up against a full Na'Vi squad still, the bomb ticking.
Yeah, and they're pushing as well here. Pep in their steps, Simple trying to clear out his corners. The AWP oversight has looked away. Twist is on an island. He gets destroyed. Brokey's been spotted. Electronic is on the chase.
Oh, leave me alone, bro.
Oh, come on now. Electronic is going to get... Oh, I thought he was going to get all off there, but he's just walked past in time. Boomich, unless you turn towards Boiler. How good are the comms? Not good enough, apparently.
Oh, they look for Pip. He might try and get an AK.
Oh, Olaf. Oh, Olaf. No, 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 no. They're all there. They're all there. Just keep what you got. You need something.
Okay.
All right. Well, it was a competitive first half. We're sorry if you only tuned in for the second half.
Yeah.
It's kind of changed the dialogue of this game completely, but what a heroic effort here from Boomich. He trusted so heavily in his teammates' utility to set him up there. He's running in, looking at the ground, into the B-bomb site. And like, smiles, yeah, why the hell not? I've
been watching this just yesterday when we were casting Na'Vi as well. Like, you see how far ahead of the entire execute he plays. And I don't know if it's from a sacrificial point, but he does get so much good work done.
If I knew that every in-game leader was just going to become an entry fragger, maybe I would have kept playing. Yeah. It's just mental. Like, these are this is in-game leaders for the longest time, or in different formulations of teams, where like the guy who had to stay alive in the mid round. Yeah. Right. You were setting other people up. These guys are getting set up.
Oh, Boomich flash through. The Carrigan's done very well there. Gets the first, somehow gets away. Good luck, have fun recovering that AK. He has...
Warning shots on the way out the door as well. Very close to low HP.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that Rain now is going to be an established turret on Banana. If they want to take back that B site, you've got a very angry Norwegian ready and waiting for you. He wants a round, just one CT round. Let's just do better than last time at the bare minimum. You picked this for a reason. Would feel hard done by to have it end exactly the same way. 2 16-7 losses in their series in Cologne, and after an 8-7 half, it looks so promising. Down goes Rain. That was supposed to be their ray of hope.
Oh, Twist has an MP9.
But now it's just a desperate prayer. They'll have to use their fortitude. Oh, okay, I'll stop with the Priest references. It's 3-3. Bombs going down. An odd little plant corner for Simple, but it does mean he'll be safe from the spray. Brokey perhaps can find.
Oh, no.
He can't finish off Bit. 4 HP. Bit of a heartbreaker. And poor old Olof's got no hope, really. Carrigan's the one with the kit. He's low HP, now loose on the site. And Na'Vi condemn FaZe to the same score, 16-7. In fact,
it was like 65-35 in Na'Vi's favor. Now I'm probably going as high as 75-25. It's going to be quite the clawback necessary here. And Oh, 1x bet, don't believe.
Simple throwing utility for his team.
I believe so, and we're into the top side.
Perfecto, Electronics the one to go down. The one-way's been dropped, and the entire Na'Vi squad have been dropped. In fact, it's as easy as that. Perfecto is a bit of a clutch master. He's already had one 1v4 on Luke.
No.
I'm afraid this one might be too tall of an order. Too many men, takes another with him. Look at their HP, Chad. There's a universe, an alternate reality, where one of the simulated versions of Perfecto wins that.
Yeah, and in that one, I think I probably wear glasses.
Yeah.
You're about 3 foot tall.
Yeah, I wear exclusively khaki.
Okay, yeah.
Don't know where that's come from.
No, I don't know either, but it's some people, they like particular colours.
Maybe I've shaved my head as well.
Shaved your head?
I've never shaved my head.
Have you thought about it?
Not even once.
Okay.
I just have such a giant head. I was wearing an XL helmet when I was 11. They had to go into the back room when we were getting the school trip out for a skiing helmet.
Oh, a skiing helmet.
Skiing helmet, yeah.
I don't know if it was like little...
No, I was a pretentious middle-class school,
you were racing around in like
school
Formula
trips
E
to the
cars.
mountains.
Okay. Well, Na'Vi's pistol has fallen quite flat, and into the buy they go. So we're not seeing a full investment. This is quite the conservative approach here from Na'Vi. Just some light upgrades.
Watch him win it, though. I mean, do you know what really kind of bewitched me is the way in which Na'Vi were doing their wall yesterday. That wall of... Now, that's the technical way to describe what happened, but I suppose I'll do it the fun way, which is Simple has ruined Rain's day again. He's thought he was in a safe angle, a single scout has opened up the round, and now a man disadvantage that I can't help but feel still has some twists and turns ahead of us. Olof has a distinct advantage over the smoke, and there is a bit of a hunt. Oh, Carrigan's done very well with that. Very well from Carrigan. Okay, problem over.
What a risk from Carrigan there, just to go for that maneuver. He's just put himself out there right on the end of the plank, and wow, he's walking this one with style. Carrigan's gotten 4 kills in this round. Just one more for him to find right here, and may as well send him out for it. See if he can take the big man out himself. Flashed off.
He's out of there. He's going around the world.
Carrigan doesn't want to borrow this. Okay, just don't want to die, so an in-game leader's brain. Simple's trying to tear them apart, running out of time, and well, considering how that one started, not going to be too happy with how it finished. They're not going to get the AUG. And while we're talking about AUGs, if you have an AUG, Mr. Machine Richardson is in the market for an AUG. I am. I decided I'm going to do the Just Harry GG strategy. Okay. You know, he practiced for 2 weeks. He put himself in the little magical time chamber in the lab with the burst fire FAMAS. I'm going to do the same in my Counter-Strike adventures with the AUG. I think like for someone that's as mechanically challenged as I am, you know. Yeah. One way of putting it.
I've got no reason not to. Like, why would I not use the weapon that would suit me better?
Sure. All right, well, if you have an AUG that you think's pretty stylish, tag Alex and let him know he's in the market now.
I am. Rain, however, has got so many men around this red container. He'll do very well to get more than one. Now, Electronic was around and just elevated on the box. He gets to bide his time and collect. Ramp is open for business. Bits stretching his legs, calling it clear. And now they haven't even committed with the bomb chat. They've got so much space. Yard is still held. Ramp held. Like, what do the CTs even have?
I guess Carrigan has a very good idea where Electronic currently resides. That sound cue will be noted, so not going to press the issue. Now, Carrigan will be in charge of that lower site, which is going to leave the likes of Twists and Brokey up towards A. Simple still needs to grab this bomb, and we have roughly 50 seconds still remaining on the clock. The low HP of Electronic and Simple could be a problem if they do line up. Oh, and they're actually fortifying this top site here. So, ideally, if you're Na'Vi right now, ramp to lower would be the play. You still have a smoke for the single door. You have a molly that you could dip in through the windows there to help negate the double door swing. But in reality, looks like Simple's selling the top play, and they are heading towards ramp. So action on Carrigan here. Electronic could spoil this.
Yeah, he's going for an angle, and Carrigan's done very well there. What a start he's having. And more. Contending with Bit. Bullets through the door, keep him busy, but now the bomb's loose. Chad!
They need to get on this now.
Disaster has struck.
Oh, there's no time?
There's no time, I don't think at all.
This is done?
No, well, it certainly is now, and they lose everything because, well, what a recovery out of FaZe.
Okay.
That's exactly what the Doctor ordered. I thought as they descended lower, it should have been all said and done. Karrigan manages to slow him down further.
Yeah, it's electronic there, right? If he kills Karrigan, then the other two, they can't get out the vents. They can't get in positions to help contest that lower plant. But the fact that Karrigan kills electronic, that keeps the round alive for FaZe. So huge stuff here from the in-game leader. Massive kill, great awareness. Sets Brokey up, the wombo combo. And away we go. So FaZe 3-0 to the good, and now their gun round looking even better. 3 M4s, an AK, and AWP. Harvey's smoke walls bloom.
I swear I had so many extinguishers there. At least another one. 4.
Yeah. I guess we... oh! Okay, electronic trying to get a little bit cheeky around the front of the smoke. Will go down. 2 do make it towards secret. That's Boomich and Simple. And while we have a bit of a moment here, just some of the things we saw at a Na'Vi yesterday on their nuke was the persistence in mollying top hut and smoking in front of the squeaky door / vent to do vent drops and getting down secret. They had 2 avenues of getting lower very quickly. Oh, this one's over very quickly here. So just stalling Na'Vi out. Ready and raring our FaZe. Boomich and Bit remain. Boomich has found a bit of a gap here, so this could be a knife kill. You know, you wouldn't mind it. Yeah, the economy is going to be frothing that one right there. Boomich has got one done silently.
And with that AWPer being flanked, I think there's a good shot. Bit does some damage, tries to stabilize the
gun, does it?
It's not the gun for him.
Get in the deagle. Cheeky business by Boomich. So, knife kill, plant, plenty of cash. Plenty of money for Na'Vi here, guys. We were about to get the loss bonus coming on through anyway, so you know how juicy that buy is going to look. Boomich has 8K after all of that going on down, so if they want to get the AWP out on Simple, they can. They're not. And this here, it's just too tantalizing. Like, you don't get many options. You don't get many opportunities like this. So when you get them, you got to take them. Oh.
Just a little touch of the movement keys, I think, on the first one there.
Can tell he's in FaZe, does the 360. But it's the bloody Tech-9 bit. You know it is, mate. You know it in your heart of hearts.
What org skins Karrigan rocking while I continue my shopping? He's rocking himself a lovely one of Rains, actually. It's been dropped for him. Now, Molotov off of the hut. You talked about that. And then it might just be a quick top pop. You see lots more util thrown down. He throws bullets towards the door, and the site is Na'Vi's. That's as easy as that. The smoked off. Rain on Mini with nothing to say or do. Let's see the reaction. It's re-smoked, so Rain's been kept very honest. The second he starts to spray, wise to their tricks, they do return fire.
Oh, Simple's flank here might get caught by Olof over towards ramp. Oh, Simple too quick. That would have taken a bit of pressure off FaZe and maybe allowed them to go for that retake there, but now it's about the saving game. And Brokey's cornered.
Oh, he wasn't expecting it. It took him by surprise, doesn't pull the trigger.
Had his hand off the mouse.
Yeah. So a dodgy smoke as well. They might continue to disrespect that. They'd love taking the AWPer out of this. And they will give it all she's got. Oh, damn. An electronic peek. AWP lost. Rain recovers his M4. He won't be able to touch that AWP. Twist holding on to his in the warehouse. They are looking for him. A couple of seconds.
Ooh.
Yeah, holds on.
Okay.
Okay, so FaZe return with a couple of saved rifles. Olof could definitely use one of those. And an update on that Fnatic game, taking on EG. EG are out. Fnatic controlling some degree of their destiny. They're looking for a FaZe failure as well.
Yeah, right now, out of all the scenarios that we were offered up with today, currently as per the email spreadsheet, thanks to Natus Vincere, we are going into scenario 7, and we'll talk about that when we get an eco. We won't merge that in with the gun round. So let's check out how this round goes. Aggressive util towards Yard here to stall out Na'Vi, and well, Rain, he's at such a tall task, doesn't he?
It's always interesting to see how people react to those smoke walls, how you want to worm your way around them and get info at the very least.
This is different. Electronic is not playing behind the smoke wall. He's actually playing late silo. So FaZe will have to address the fact that they could have slipped lower. This is on a timer. You can see how passively he's set up here. Another smoke towards Squeaky. Rain will be the man tasked to go down and see if anybody's been able to make it down secret. And they're just setting up for another one of these top hits here. Same util out of Simple. This molly lands back of the bomb box. Lots of flashes to come on in through.
And I want to watch that Boomich POV. You know he's going to be ahead of the pack. You know he's going to be the blunt instrument used to bludgeon the CTs, and down goes Brokey. Boomich delivers, but it's looking good in the feed. Twist has made it competitive after all. Contends on the site. Rain, oh, a huge opportunity. He's actually put the bomb down. He's taken down Simple, no less, and it leaves it all onto Electronic. Shouldn't be anything left for him here. Now with the bomb loose and under CT control, contact taken, and teamwork to whittle away at that last member.
A bit jarring there for Electronic, right? They didn't give him the respect. They just took the fight. So he was hoping by his presence alone, the bomb box guy's not going to pick me. He's not going to. I'm going to get another fight here, and then just happy to keep on picking, taking that fight. But great by Twists. He puts a stop to this with the double, right? If it goes 1 for 1, Na'Vi break on in, they get that bomb down. But Twist has set them up here, and Rain's been able to convert a big kill onto Simple. This one could have gotten out of control. Money's still there for Na'Vi in the buy, so here we go again. What's the look going to look like here? Over silo fast. Rain has just looked away. Could find Boomich if he turns his attention back and tapping away. What a fight that is.
That's a big one to take and to commit to as well. I mean, the chances of him having another teammate with him ready to return fight. Rain's sticking around.
Yep.
He's thrown his own smoke grenade into the wall, into the mix, and now Na'Vi, they're going to be aware that that's a possibility. Trying to find just a little gap, and there is a victim there. Simple, too wise. 4-on-4, game on. They are across. Rain will have communicated there is a gap. What's the reaction out of FaZe?
Oh, freebie right now. Bits down. Great push from Carrigan here.
Whoa, Na'Vi usually can count on Bit for that lobby hold. Now, with him gone, there should be an advantage for FaZe to exploit. Damn. Perfect read. Simple's dealt with another. Prevent rotate cut down to size. Carrigan gone. Boomwich with the bomb. And it should be up to Olof to stop this.
Oh, it's a fake. Olaf's going to call this.
They want to go top side, he'll know.
The thing is, if they go for the vent rotation...
Oh, I don't like it when the orcs are close. He's just lost Olof in the process as well. That powerful door swing and cut noise has led to Olof's push.
If they go up the vent, I think Twist is in a position here to lock this one down. You can see here in Squeaky can just ruin his day. If they go all the way back up through Secret, they still have to cross this line of sight. So it's up to Simple and
20
Twist.
seconds, bro.
He's just going to be tucking away here. The team is coming. They have a smoke for Squeaky. That would be perfect. There it goes. It's about to bloom. Twist is locked on out.
He reveals his location, tagging up Boomich in the process, but Brokey unable to really voice any concern. They'll get the bomb down with just 5 seconds to spare. And Brokey detached from the pack. Twist heading towards spawn. You know what that means.
Save call is in. So I guess we can use this opportunity right now to talk through the outcomes of today. And as I said, Scenario 7. Now, Scenario 7, just for everybody playing at home who doesn't have the email in front of them like I do, would have Fnatic beating EG, Maus beating Big, and Na'Vi beating FaZe. And the reason we go with Scenario 7 is that's currently what we're on course for, right? If we're a comet hurtling through space, our destination right now are those 3 outcomes. Now, in the case of those 3 outcomes, Na'Vi would finish the group in first, Mouse Sports would finish the group in second, and Fnatic would then finish the group in third. That would leave FaZe just shy in 4th place, Big in 5th, and EG, well, they're going to come 6th.
Sorry, please finish.
No, you're right.
It sounded like you were wrapping up. I just got excited. I got distracted because someone has sent me a pretty good pitch. Vito has offered me the Akihabara.
Okay.
It's the anime one.
Ah, yes,
to match the profile picture that we, the buff I'm going to get from the anime profile pic. I just don't know who I'm going to go for yet.
Well, Simple has Levi from
Captain
Attack
Levi?
on Titan. Yes.
Ah, okay. I had Little Alphonse.
Okay.
Baby Alphonse.
Yep.
Full Metal Alchemist. Brokey's in trouble, and he's down to half health. He's lost full control. There's a wall of smokes with Electronic doing his thing, but Na'Vi want to go on this. Look at him. Again, Boomich, the wild man, does just throw his body on the line. It hasn't gone well this time. Carrigan with a Mag 7 up against an AK. He's trying to be threatening. Oh, and it worked.
Baited him in.
Perfectly, yeah. Twist has got another. FaZe, if they can deter Na'Vi's top take, they have, he might even be behind him. Ooh, careful now. Don't feed the beast. Bit is still alive. And Rain's in a prime position.
This is a hard to clear spot.
Yeah, but Bit's new gen, that's actually the first spot he's going to clear.
Clearing the hard angle.
Yeah, the hard one. The impossible to predict one.
Okay, well, if he predicts Olaf here already slipped in towards this lower site, he might just be a whole different gen. Because a 2-on-5,
So
not easy for anybody.
Yeah, just constantly alert to all of the possibilities. Now, Simple's going on a bit of a Simple project.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to play anywhere near Bit. Like, you do your thing, I'll do mine.
Actually, they're kind of doing a full clear on the Z-axis. Like, they're working on, along the same line, just very different parts of the map.
I see what you've done there. Well, Bit can't really overstep the mark. Now, the thing is, for Simple to go heaven to top, Bit has to make some noise exactly like that. So selling a bit of a fake here, but Simple going to get in.
That was his first shot, and he's got the bomb on his back. And oh, Bit trying to distract. He's put his whole life on the line to distract. But Carrigan is actually Simple's first victim.
He needs to plan.
Ah, Brokey's got it. Brokey's got it. He says with conviction.
Brokey, he's got it. He's got it. Brokey's got it. Yep. Okay.
Got it. There it is.
6-2. This really now is starting to look great for FaZe, right? They opted to get rid of Mirage from the map pool, and they've allowed Nuke to stay in, which is a map that Na'Vi have been looking fantastic on.
No, Chad, stop. Don't you dare.
Well, there's always a chance.
Well, FaZe did get a nice 8-7 half on Inferno as well.
Yes, they did.
And this is CT side Nuke.
Yes, it is.
So, I mean, look, I'm all for confetti, but maybe let's keep it the party poppers, not the big twisty jobby.
Okay, well, it's a bit more of a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, right now, I think if FaZe are able to walk away from this half with 9 or 10 rounds, they can quite genuinely win this match.
Oh, and then we'd get Ancient,
and
which
then we'd get Ancient.
would be well up for.
Yeah, because it was touched on by Jason and Yanko over there on the desk. FaZe picked this against Mouse Sports, Ancient that is, and they got handed their ass, really. Yeah. And then Mouse picked Ancient against Na'Vi.
And got handed their bottom.
Yeah, so by Counter-Strike maths, actually, we don't need to play the third map. Na'Vi will win, so...
right.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay, so they may as well do it on Nuke.
Yeah.
All right.
Just get it done on Nuke, or we'll just scissor, paper, rock to get this one over and done with.
A conservative one. Love me a little Tech 9 round, especially when there's a bit of juice in the tank. If they go for something a bit quick, it doesn't look like they're going to let that happen, though. Instead, FaZe are going to dump their util. A full wall of smokes deployed by Na'Vi, so FaZe definitely left a little guessing.
Rain's done a great job of dealing with this, though, and just look at the confidence of him to peel through the smoke like that. Imagine what could have been on the other side.
Yeah, I suppose. Maybe absence of sound cues. And oh, a perfectly timed push. That was Boomich as he tried to sell something.
I would say so far, if we're just going a head-to-head, Rain versus Electronic, and now it's obviously not exactly kills, right? But in terms of who's been controlling the territory and making life more difficult, I would say Rain has made their life more difficult holding this yard position than Electronic has made FaZe's.
Yeah, and I don't think anyone in the chat would be particularly interested in that role. Like, hey, do you want a solo yard against Na'Vi?
Yeah, just kind of play around their smoke timings.
Don't die, obviously.
Simple might be there with an orb. Electronic's going to be there most of the time.
Yeah.
Boomich likes to jump on Silo sometimes too, so you ready for all that? Yeah, all right.
Simple might have an AWP. You have an M4. And you've had a smoke thrown your way, actively contesting for that fight. He's not letting Simple get away with any extra space here. And in fact, he's peeked into him again. So yeah, not only Boomich, but a second victim to that Rain rifle. And oh, he may as well collect them all here as Perfecto's made things a little more costly. It's a pair of frags for Twists and 7 for FaZe. If they can continue this run, as Chad has outlined, we could be talking about a third.
Again, okay, here's the update of Big versus Mouse. This is the other game that has a lot of ramifications here. Mouse Sports win, they can qualify straight on through. Big win, results do need to go their way, but right, they need to win. Just if you're a big fan, just remember they need to win.
I'd hazard a guess as well. If they stay true to form, that Dust 2 should be a very good shot at them taking us to 3. Big, and their Dust 2, it's definitely looked like one of the real crown jewels of the German squad. Pull the trigger, you know you want to.
Oh, the timing for Brokey has just got him unraveled in a couple of these scenarios, hasn't it?
It really has. Little hard done by there. Electronic slipped the net. Oh, has he? This time, Electronic wins out his head-to-head.
This is more what we saw against EG. Secret Control and the Vent Dive at the same time. And they've been able to get at least the early kill here. Boomich.
Yeah. Like, Carrigan's got to be so careful because he wants info, right? But he doesn't want to fall foul to a late Boomich on that roof. So anything towards Secrets being held currently, which enables Electronic and Bit to only really worry about what's in front of them. Yeah,
the thing is, they have to be able to group up with the team here. So the actual gap right now, which seems odd, is if Na'Vi went squeaky, dropped another smoke at their feet, and all dropped down the vent to go B.
Because it's top util to sell it.
Yeah, that might help here. With 2 guys already towards the lower side, it feels like you're committed to that. Oh, and Carrigan's having a little bit of a look here.
Good timing, yeah. No one's no longer babysitting that.
Oh, they've actually left the vent rotation. Oh, and they're going to drop down the vent.
Or maybe not anymore. Carrigan's revealed himself in that lower side bit. Gone. Down the vent anyway.
But
and
they knew he was there,
They
guys.
knew exactly where he was. He hears another down the vents. Stubborn, perhaps. Oh, and he's taken them all down. Carrigan completely destabilizes Na'Vi. Is there more to be played? Simple to extend play by bending that bomb down. Carrigan delivering FaZe an opportunity with 3 frags. And Simple and Perfecto to clutch it up for his squad. A crucial round, Twists in the vents. Simple catching nades, allowed Twists though, and a flank coming in, pretty promising. Simple connects, and he connects twice. Na'Vi back on the board, courtesy of the clutch. 2v3 turned around.
They almost let that one get out of control, right?
Yeah.
And you can understand why they would turn their attention away from the vent when the players in the top side from Squeaky can see nobody can drop down. But Carrigan, by moving into that warehouse position, was able to find the perfect gap. Right, here positioned in warehouse, was also able to catch Electronic and maybe Bit if they were going to walk back up and go for a top split. When they didn't walk back up, he was just able to get behind them. So that was huge. It didn't pay off. Na'Vi with a miracle, they get past it, and look what that has done. That was such an important round. Look at FaZe's money.
Yeah, the gap's just going to close like that, isn't it? Just slammed shut. They hunt for Raid, and again in the head-to-head, Electronic closing that gap as well. Call it 4.
Oh dear, it's just. Oh,
it's not his gun.
Let's
give him a P250 or a Deagle. Let's not go for that weird 500 middle round.
Why does he keep buying it? Oh, okay.
That doesn't mean anything, does it?
No, I mean, it means a lot. That's 2 AK-47s, and the bomb is down just outside a lobby here. So if they continue up onto the roof, this round is going to get real.
Okay.
Well, hold up, it's a Tech 9, not 2 AK-47s.
But yeah, Deagle, though, he can throw his Deagle across. So now Twist is as potent as Olof's Deagle was. And they basically just maintain lobby, which will force Na'Vi's hand. They'll have to go yard. 54. Electronics down Secret, but not much more.
So nobody from FaZe is close to respond to this. Carrigan loses vision, but gets the sound cues. They still have the number advantage here. You wouldn't mind them going for this.
Oh, Brokey. That's quick. He's just got there in time.
Oh,
it could be a bit hectic. He's going to be hard cleared by Simple, and a good bullet, but not quite into the head, so Boomage can get that bomb down. Simple looking to save Na'Vi here, and then quite the recovery. A good push and a headshot into Olof, leaves it all onto Carrigan and his 8 HP in a dream.
Okay. Well, you can't say they haven't had chances.
No, certainly not.
With the way that one started and the way the last one started as well, FaZe have definitely had chances here to have a very, very convincing CT side. Now, it's not over yet. Only 4 rounds to Na'Vi's name. If there's an adjustment from FaZe here immediately and they can bounce back into this, then they still have a really good half. If they lose from this point onwards, it's going to really spiral out of control, and that 7-2 scoreline is probably going to be looking a lot more like 7-6.
Yeah. I mean, I'm intrigued to see whether or not they do continue to mix it up, or whether Na'Vi are going to go back to what's been so comfortable for them. A missing gap smoke. There it is.
Yeah, lots of so okay, Boomage. They've taken more of an active stance towards yard now. So Boomage is like the protector in case any of that funny business comes in. Electronic gets down, and here's Carrigan again. This is going to have to be some genius level stuff.
Oh, hard angles to fight. Yeah, he's not going to stick around for that. Boomage did drop off as well. Why does it feel like Na'Vi are just getting away with this every time? They know how to just constantly break through this CT established hold. They get that low sight, whether it's through that fence or secret walk. And then they just get to play with you.
Look at the nades left for FaZe. Just one flash on Olof, and we have a minute remaining. They have to defend with bullets alone here. This is all just going to come down to their positioning. They can't lock off positions with the smokes. They can't throw the mollies. They have nothing to assist for the retake. Carrigan does have a kit, so if we're looking for positives, that's one.
Right, you've heard 3 flashes ramp. Molly now towards Hell. You're going to be familiar and at least a little in tune with what's going on. Electronic directly underneath Olof here. Oh, loud, Olof!
What is that clear from Electronic?
Jumping, no less. Carrigan's got him straight back, so there's some vengeance. But the bomb's coming in. Twist will hear this.
It's going to get difficult for Na'Vi.
I don't know how they get the bomb down. This could get really difficult. Hard fight. Need Twist to be voicing something, only the one.
They just let Perfecto, look, get the bomb down. We're going to trade you, mate. We promise. Moments where it's looking sticky.
Yeah, they get very close, don't they? But this is starting to look like Na'Vi are going to be at least resuscitated.
So what are we talking here? 2,400 in the next round of play. So it is just going to be this AWP of Brokey with some light upgrades around that.
Yeah, 3 in a row was 7-2. Find ourselves now shaping up nicely. 7-5. Na'Vi going to be very happy with their haul if they can break through one more. There is a saved AWP.
FaZe's downward trajectory there, looking a bit like the recession of 2008. For those of you who weren't around back then, the CGS had existed, and
It did.
well, the world just kind of slowed on down. And then I woke up one day, there was a web page.
What did it say?
Said the CGS is no longer around, which meant I no longer had a job.
So you just kind of found out?
By email. No, not even email, just by a website.
A website?
Yeah.
Oh, my professional career is over.
Yeah. I guess I'm going to go work in Woolworths now.
Woolies.
Yeah.
But, you know, we learn from our mistakes. That's what they say, right? Like, you have to make mistakes to learn, to grow, to progress. Esports perhaps is a little further along than it was back then.
Yeah, but the jerseys aren't as cool now.
They aren't,
man.
and we don't get cool jerseys in-game either.
Yeah. Well, you think... Actually, we won't go there.
You've just got a little triggered.
I just realized like how many other games I would have accidentally insulted by... So
yeah.
I won.
No, yeah, safe territory, safe choice, safe call.
We're nice to everybody. Spread love.
It's about time for a Brokey pop-off. Unfortunately, the entire Na'Vi squad is going the opposite direction. Notice AWP. He went for the ramp solo hold, and Na'Vi don't seem to be too concerned. They'll throw one smoke and get up to red, and then discuss how they want to progress. Oh, Electronic, you wouldn't. You would. And Twist, playing anti-flash, has put himself in a prime position to punish. Good headshot. AK recovered.
AK and an AWP.
This the same conversation we've been having for a while. We and ah at the potential here for FaZe Clan to destabilize. Oh, and it's getting even worse for Na'Vi. He's had time to recover that as well. Bit pokes at the top site. Twist, this recovered AK's in play. Brokey's got a great timing on this ramp push. He'd have to play it to perfection, though. Chooses to stick around. Wallbangs into the vent. Olof's reacted nicely, and Na'Vi are losing to these single pistols. Good wallbang out of Perfecto. He knows there's another. Can isolate this into a 1v2. And it should.
Oh, missed shot.
Should be done.
Missed
He's
shot.
not doing it again, is he? Perfecto with another low HP clutch. Playing with them. Brokey, the trajectory of the incendiary could be a little bit of a read for Perfecto. 30 seconds, he's not in a hurry. Again, a bit of a mismanaged one. They lost him for a second.
Bomb's still there. This is hard for Perfecto.
Oh! Careful now, Brokey. Advantage surely with him. The bomb in front of his nose. One bullet's all he needs. Perfecto.
Oh, he's done it!
He does it again! Perfecto consistently a thorn in the side of anyone that wants to close out.
Oh, similar circumstances. This partial kind of investment, a couple of guns in the mix. Perfecto left with it all to do. He knows where Twist is, locked into the vent. The miss of Brokey here as he comes through hut.
Oh,
he's not letting that one go.
How is he not choking when he's got 20 seconds left and he has to jump into his opponent? I mean, well handled. Incredible stuff out of Perfecto, and yeah, FaZe are going to feel like they've just been robbed. Daylight robbery. He even gave them his ID card. He was like, hey, just remember my name. Remember my bloody name.
That's a calling card for Perfecto now.
It is fast becoming. We've got some of the best clutching out of Perfecto, some of the best headshot percentage out of Bit. Na'Vi building their brand with every big W.
Okay, well, 7-2 now feels like a lifetime ago. 7-6, the scoreline stands, and more punishment coming their way. Carrigan locked and loaded for a few here. Spammed and the double.
Oops.
Look at the lineup there.
Yeah, hello folks. Today we're going to be talking about spacing. That one was, unfortunately, a perfect little offie from Carrigan. And Bit's been sussed out as well, so it's only another Perfecto 1v4.
Yeah, but there's guns this time. He's only against the eco, he does it. Only against the low buy.
So nothing to be concerned about here. In fact,
and he's on full HP, so this one he doesn't do these. 7 HP or less only.
Had Rain got him
Dinked him. Yeah, and then...
We could have been on.
Yeah, he would have tried.
Ah.
But Perfecto doesn't try if he has full HP.
Uh-huh. I understand.
Yeah.
Well, that's... wow, it feels weird to see FaZe's number change. It's been a while since that 7's been there.
4, mind you. So,
exciting.
Yeah, so now... The 9-6 on the nose on the half would be great. They will have the better buy for the final round of play here. Bit back into that pesky Tech 9.
All right, I'm swapping him over to the... What's the alternative? The CZ? No, can't
Okay,
have that.
yeah, the CZ. I don't know if he'd be better or worse with that.
No, actually, you know what? I've changed my mind. Yeah, I don't know how fancy bit on the
Just
CZ.
get rid of that. Just that slot doesn't exist.
Oh, now that is a lovely collection from Brokey, and it does seem like FaZe, motivated by their recovery, have opened up nicely here.
Wouldn't mind that rifle, would you, Electronic? Wouldn't mind it at all. He will get it. He needs to allow Simple some time to work here. Oh.
Oh, it's hanging in a balance here.
Isn't it, though?
Twist in a prime position. They are looking to nutmeg. A double nutmeg from Na'Vi, and he's kept honest. Does find the first. Simple, a premium opportunity again. Carrigan outguns him. 17, he is the leading by example on Nuke. Perfecto handed another rather ambitious clutch. I think he's got a bit of a timing here. I don't think Olof's aware or caught a glimpse of him. He might catch it now. Perfecto manages it well. First of the clutch.
Carrigan's low.
Has he really got another one in him? 13 bullets, hasn't opted to reload. Molotov out of position now, and he'll have to respect it. He's thinking it through.
Could have about 15 here when that fades.
Running very light on time. The single flash to find that first frag, and he's baited the shot out of the AWP. That's Dreamy. Uses it to take space. Oh, super uncomfortable. Pre-fire's great. They both get tagged up. 9 HP. He's a threat. 4 bullets. He has to plant now. They can't close the gap in time. They're charging him. 4 bullets, and he's already forced to reload.
Oh,
if only he swapped.
We come back.
Yeah. Put it in your pocket.
Yeah.
Hold on to it, because I think that's exactly what FaZe kind of feeling after they collect those tail end pair of rounds. It really does soften the blow of a real strong slew out of Na'Vi. They managed to post 6 on their attack. Let's see if FaZe's T side holds water.
Oh, Carrigan's lobbed out a smoke though. I think it's going to go towards the windows. 1x bet odds are still favoring the CIS Super Squad, but FaZe have clawed back some respect here, and it's not bad. 1 for 1, yard control, Heaven being pressured here. Yeah, and they're using that smoke. Rain's already raced the smoke there, and he's pushing into the very powerful position. It looks like he's gone unchecked. Boomich is considering it, but he's already through to ramp. He's using that low HP as a bit of a scout. He is the probe. Where are they going to end up here, though? So Rain's cleared out a lot of space. Unfortunately, if he keeps going, he finds nothing, and then he's back where he started. So it's been quite the adventure, Rain, but they didn't push. They didn't take the lobby space off your yard maneuver, and after all of that, they're back where they started. Now he's taking ramp again. Yeah, around the world in 60 seconds for Rain. And now they're pushing into lobby. So, couldn't have gotten more unlucky here regarding the timing. The bomb is going down towards Secret, so we'll see action on Bit here. Oh, Carrigan gets a rude awakening, and yeah, oh dear, as easy as that, Rain is dead. They're looking for him, Bit. Trifling with 2 and struggling to put the bullets in the right place. Does mean that Twist will be getting the bomb down. An audible from Boomich's vent descent. Oh, he's getting flanked here, Boomich. Yeah, it should be set. If he keeps playing with the door, Olof's got him booked. Just survive, Twist, survive. Oh, never mind. Oh, Boomich. Lordy. Ready for anything, I guess. Just on the speculative jiggle. Like, what's the Spidey senses tingling there, Boomich? Could be one. I get bang. Doesn't finish the sentence. Let me just check, shall I? Let me just have a look. Kapow. Blammo. Gablamo. So, Batman, guys, back in... What would it have been? The 70s? We're talking retro, yeah. Yeah. I've always seen the posters and like little clips of the, the original Batman that looks just really like men in costumes. Yeah. Like Kapow. People in like Halloween costumes. I've been meaning to watch that one. Just because it looks very kind of like camp and flamboyant. We had, when they would do the climbing up the wall scenes, it would be them just like on the ground, just like with them painted like a wall. It does look like it should have a cult following if it doesn't already. I forget what channel it was on. We had a channel on Aussie TV that had all that stuff on it. It was that HR puffin stuff and all that old jazz.
Oh,
but, yeah. Well, look, this is only the Deagle upgrade.
Did you have Banana Man? Is that
did have Banana Man.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a big Banana Man fan.
The bad guy was Apple Man, right?
No, he wasn't.
Wasn't he?
Was it really?
So Apple Man was the bad guy. He just felt like Apple Man was the bad guy.
Yeah, what? Steve Wozniak and Steve Jobs cackling away maniacally.
I guess that's before Apple really kicked off, wasn't it? Like they existed.
So you're telling me that Banana Man's arch nemesis did it first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think they just weren't very popular.
Okay. Apple computers, yeah, that was the hipster thing. Don't go pulling that face.
That's the something's happening face.
It is just something's happening face. And he's already walking out topside, stretching his legs with 0 resistance. There's a way in which he could perhaps worm another frag out of this.
Very likely.
Get checked and bit. Far too wise, leaving Twist with a lot less potency to this now. Oh, and he's just dropped away.
He'd love a plant, though, wouldn't he?
I think Bit's movement might have actually condemned Na'Vi to concede it.
Thank you very much. We'll get the bomb down. Bit's going to go pick up a rifle, I think, here. So he wants to upgrade from Famous. Bomb's getting planted. That's being called on out. Twist has to hit some bangers to get out of this one alive. He won't. And they don't. So 8 now for Na'Vi. Guns will come out for FaZe. M4's scavenged. And actually, in the scheme of things, it's important that they did hold on to those 3. Nice shot exchange. Perfecto, says to Brokey. And now that's all right. So they won the round. They could drop the rifles across. The AKs are going to come out for FaZe here. Now, if you missed the first map of Inferno, you could have just watched the first half, and that would have been enough. The second half, it's not safe for work. Make sure your kids are in bed. And if that happens here again on Nuke, it's just Na'Vi really just grabbing this game by the neck and strangling any life out of it. Make no
mistake, it's not like there is in any way any sort of release of the gas pedal for Na'Vi. Like, there is so much at stake for them here. You know, this could be decided or deciding whether or not that $1 million is going to be collected. You've got to get to the playoffs. You've got to not only get to the playoffs, you've got to win the whole damn thing. But Na'Vi certainly continuing their winning ways so far. 1-0 up in the series, and the same frag for Simple. They've come real easy through that smoke. I think FaZe have just been exposed a little more than they bargained for, and it's an opening kill that does kind of ruin the plans.
Look at the nades now for FaZe. Like, they've been stalled out. They didn't get any of the territory they wanted, and now they're operating with 1 smoke, 3 flashes, and a molly. So they're going to have to do this through brute force, and ramp is where they're turning some of their attention.
Oh, okay. Well, Bit's in a very powerful position. It's usually good for 1 and a safe drop-off.
Maybe it's not ramp. Maybe it's top.
Well, they'll dip their toe in that water. Electronic fully blinded, and Scarpa's off to the side just as he swings out. Perfecto greets them with ease, and the M4s fill the feed. Comfortable stuff from Na'Vi there.
Not again. Let's not have this again. Let's get a FaZe round. Let's get a FaZe round early here, okay? Let's make sure there's some traction in this second half. And you can just see the fact that Electronic, while blind, is able to get away really sets Perfecto up to cover him off, and then they've changed positions, right? So Electronic was in charge of Squeaky, he leaks, Perfecto not, Flash covers that gap, and then Electronic will cover off towards that hut. So nice little understanding there of what needs to be done. Perfecto, some days the glasses are on, some days the glasses are off. And look at that, speed racer kills.
Honestly, it's incredible how quick those kills looked.
Yeah, it's like it was sped up or something.
I mean, that's just how quick he is. I mean, that's the power of Perfecto.
We're at ramp. And we're now going towards B. And there's a bit of trouble brewing.
Nah, a bit of
trouble brewing.
Yeah, I can see the teabag of trouble. Whether or not this is a strong brew remains to be seen. Simple, good shot. And Carrigan always been kept very honest on his first peek. He won't get many more opportunities. Hang on. Oh, no. Oh, just as he had a chance to peek around the corner, thought he could pass one and find the other, equip himself with a more viable weapon. Na'Vi will collect the 10th. Happy to get the plant down. FaZe, it's something.
Indeed. And I think they were quite threatening there, right? The fact that Bit's gotten 2 Yeah, look, he's done a good job in defending that lower site. They pick up those rifles, and I can see what you're flirting with there. The fact that nade lands towards top of ramp, and they have Olaf pushing. Like, Olaf gets one, he gets the second one free, then a one, you know, like, you can see.
Was it planted open for him? He probably could peek left side for it.
Yeah, good question.
Don't know, I think it was a bit tight. But regardless, yeah, it wasn't, it was a hope and a dream as opposed to anything more likely. It does look like we've got no CT AWPing presence, and that's just a product of their success. Throwing AKs around. They've got 3 bonus one-shot headshot machines to play with.
Should see the way that, and it took me a while to note this, but the way that they're throwing some of these hot mollies now is when you got ladder, you can actually bank the molly off of the wall straight ahead of you. It's curved or it's angled, and it will go from there and land in hut.
Really?
Yeah, because normally we're not looking at that when we're spectating the game. We're looking at like outside action. We're looking at spam through main.
That's what Perfecto was looking at, though.
Yeah, so when he runs up ladder straight, we'll see if we can catch it. Maybe Rush can do a pro tip.
I just want to see the rounded corner. He's bouncing it off. Oh, Boomich is being tested. They are coming in. Carrigan looking good for the first, and there goes the entire Na'Vi defense. It's a double out of Olafmeister. And sheesh. They don't even bother getting the bomb down. They'll just do it the easy way. 5 headshot strategy. It is flawless if you can execute it.
And that right there is what we wanted from FaZe, some resistance, right? Because in the first map even, we had a 8-7 half, and then the game ended 16-7. This is what we need. Now some traction here on the T side. And if they win this next round, they're able to whittle down the economy of Na'Vi and really start working on this map. See if we can get to Ancient. Winner of this one does come first in the group. Here we go again. AWP is out for Simple now, and the miss this time round doesn't profit.
Oh, again.
It feels like he had all day.
Same frag. Brokey this time does manage to cage the beast, and he's actively ready for that fight on Heaven if it comes.
Oh, Brokey.
Ooh. Yeah, Electronic went looking out Mini, and it's actually resulted in his death. Brokey quick to the draw. And Perfecto with a solo sight now to hold. Carrigan hasn't moved a muscle. He's still there on T-side vent.
Oh, this is such an important round. If FaZe can snatch this one away, they are really in a conversation to take this one.
Okay. No commitment with that bomb just yet. They're still letting Brokey await any reaction out of the CTs. He continues to make his presence known.
Does Olaf molly the CT vent?
Oh, Perfecto. He's done well to manage to pull it back now, and he is going to be cleared. There shouldn't be a single way he gets more damage done, but Brokey, in the other hand, has got backs turned, and his patience is rewarded. Still, they swing out. And Twist will save the day for FaZe. It nearly spiraled there, but FaZe, they've got a real opportunity. They've got a bit of an open runway now, Chad.
This is their chance to get up to 12 for almost free here. Na'Vi lost bonus situation 2,400. In that next round of play, it's going to put them just in the threshold of the buy, but that onto Simple was great. This onto Electronic was better, finding the gap through the smokes to even get to third for his trouble. A massive round for Brokey, and paired up with Twist, the other superstar of this team. Looking good. You're going to be happy with that one there, Robin, the coach of things.
It looked like he thought he was gone wrong for a second there.
No, for a second it felt like it could have. Like that bit bailing Perfecto out and the swing like that right there was the difference maker.
Well, they aren't on much. A couple of snapping turtles walking around. They're very slow, I imagine, a snapping turtle, not particularly nimble.
Don't put your finger in its mouth, though.
That's definitely, I would recommend that. I've seen what they can do to carrots.
If Na'Vi are able to get any rifles here, and it doesn't feel like they're in a threatening position to win the round, you're likely to see them just save, because they need these pennies, and Electronic, you wouldn't. You are.
It's just a second shy. Oh, and he's given a lovely sound cue to Ray.
He might have died here for free, yeah.
Locks him down. He's been having a lot of troubles in yard. That's going to feel good to get one back, albeit maybe anti-eco.
What was that, like 3 rounds in a row? Rain was just that
Opening
initial death. So yeah, finally actually able to get some space and get a kill. I don't think it's going to be ramped with that stack, and definitely not now. Carrigan's also having a barn burner of a game here, 20 kills for him. The top site is open for business. FaZe will get that bomb down, and in 40 seconds time after that, they'll be securing their 12th.
Bomb has been planted.
Now, Simple buying into that, Alex, we have to ask a question or two, because if they do want to buy in the next round, 2,400 plus 1,500. He does have the silenced M4 on, so maybe that's why he spent a little bit more, right? Because it's a little bit cheaper. If we were going the standard M4 route, he wouldn't have that flexibility. But they're going to be light on somewhere here. This could be like a Boomich MP9 special, you know, we're looking for.
What, where he ends up on main roof, like tapping in bursts, the secret player, that kind of game?
There might have to be something a bit weird about this next round for Na'Vi, because you can see there, Simple only has 3,900. You've got 4K on Boomich. Okay, so Perfecto, thank God, isn't he just Simple's best friend right about now? Has gotten him the AWPs, so we can call off the emergency proceedings that I was painting, and they can actually scrap this one together. Boomich has opted, instead of the MP9, to go for the FAMAS, bit the same. So they have been able to scrap something quite decent, and that's all off the back of Perfecto, really, so big thanks to him. Need to make this one work now, though, Na'Vi. It's running away from them here.
Oh, Olaf throwing a bit of spice into the mix. It costs him his life. I can't believe Simple's caught that shot. That's the one every AWPer dreams of when they post up heaven. Right out of the gate. And again, how often has this been the case for FaZe's T project, where they have to stomach a 4v5 disadvantage early? This time it's not Yard. The aforementioned Rain, who's had his troubles up against Electronic, this time shouldn't have anything to be concerned about. Looking good. Allowed descent. That's going to get the rotation set up, and it's already, as our observer team has highlighted, already very passive on the lower site.
Yeah, I think Rain's taken a page out of Electronic's playbook here. Okay, that one I didn't see coming, and maybe FaZe were hoping Na'Vi didn't either, but more than ready for that. Bomb in an awkward position. Brokey could snatch it under their nose, and definitely now. Rain wants to pivot towards that vent, and, well, Fitz found him. So that avenue is done as well. Brokey, 1 on 5. Tagged on up, that would have been heard. Any kills he gets here are nice, just to keep Na'Vi's economy honest, but this should be Na'Vi responding immediately. Where are you meant to go? Nowhere to hide here. You can see every single CT towards that squeaky door at the tail end of the round. And it's just one round in it here. Now, FaZe do have cash to buy, but these openings, Simple's been good for a few now. I think that's at least 3 or 4 on this second half alone. And just getting slowed slightly on that ladder. Olaf falling to his demise. And
well, it's a choice to make, isn't it? Do you want to be thudding your feet down and making it really clear you're down the vents, which at times can be part of the plan? Or do you want to be extra sneaky about it and potentially risk getting caught by a Simple AWP? Here we go, game time. Round 24, lining up some top util. Olaf flirting with a bit of a quick one, and that smoke in his face might slow him down. Yeah, you can see Rain reacts accordingly. Okay, we're going to be shaving 15 off of that, at least.
Okay, well, Boomich in the vent was the canary in the coal mine to make sure that it wasn't a lower play through that smoke, and now they're a little bit more prepared for this top hit. You can see Simple looking towards those windows in case anything comes on through, just trying to get as much early traction as he can, but he's now pivoted towards Yard, so Electronic needs to assist this top site hit that's coming. Interesting.
And they do throw it all in, but no one's committed just yet. Turns the flash
stalled
wonderfully and slowed down completely. Electronic's even working on a fast flank here. Boomich is hearing so much action in the lobby. Rain, however, goes looking for that Electronic flank. Little does he know it's already on its way.
Boomich needs to live here.
Yeah, just delay. They've all got their backs turned. This could be a disastrous end to the round. Kept busy, Boomich with 1, and look at this lineup from Electronic. He'll take 2. Olaf burning down Rain, puts himself into the clutch. He decided he didn't need a teammate for this one. He's got it covered on his own. A 1 versus 3 on the agenda. And this time he's down the vents.
Oh, Bid's here. And Bid is ready for this one. Door swings open.
Looking the wrong way.
And there it is.
Perfect from Bit. Well managed. Na'Vi take the 12th.
Ooh-wee, okay. Wow, a little bit unfortunate there with the team molly onto Rain. Not sure how much he could have contributed coming through that main push. They knew where he was, right? You had Electronic calling that one out here. Boomich delays just enough for Electronic to get over here with a double kill. Good reactions from Olaf to get that one quickly, but all in all, falls apart. And now we're tied up here towards the tail end. Neither team is willing to relent just yet. Money good for the buy one more time, and here we go. Rain, what are you going to get away with, my friend? Simple shot misses. Do you have the space to work with it? Looks good now for Rain. Straight on down, the gap is in. Electronic with the opener.
Huge opener as well. That gap has cost them at least one life. They continue regardless, and that's a big return of fire from Brokey. He makes it costly. Electronic down, and Boomic in the vents. He's just gone down. Twist, this is brave. With the bomb, no less. He disrespects the smoke.
Committed now.
Yeah, they may as well be. Molly for that vent rotate. Bits has managed to just about edge towards the site, trying to voice concerns. They're asking a lot of Bit, but the window has just been broken for him. Carrigan coming in towards Simple's position, and he's already quick on the first flank into Brokey. Yep, thanks for opening the window, bro. You've opened up round 13 for Na'Vi.
2v2 now.
Bomb could go back up. Deep commit, though. Door now closed. Twist flirting with the idea of getting that bomb down. It's all off in support.
Weird smoke.
Yeah, and they know where Bit was. Door's now closed. And one door opens, another slammed shut. Oof. Olof on the flank, and it seems like Bit's far too wise. He knows exactly where you're coming from. Olof, good find. Cost him about half his health. And he's up against the Clutch Master himself. Perfecto. Olof has time if he was to rush right now, and Perfecto forces the issue. Just doesn't even let him play around with the sound cues. Demands the fight and gets it.
Huge. What a huge round. What a massive round that was. The back and forth nature of that. Twist finding Boomic through the smoke, forcing onto the site. Simple only being kept to 1 kill over towards ramp. You can see this. So that is great crosshair placement from Twist. The fact that he can catch that, something he's ready for. Bit getting this one for free. You're right, that window get thrown open was an absolute godsend for him, and the second was fantastic. Perfecto not allowing this one to get played out. No silly business with that 40-second bomb timer, and another clutch for Perfecto here today. Yeah,
we'll have to dig deeper into the stats. It's starting to become more than just coincidence that this man keeps closing rounds out for Na'Vi on his own. Looks like the update is Big Clan's Dust 2 is locked. 15-7, which means those boys are going to be determined over on a third.
Big ramifications.
What, the fact that it's gone to 3?
I was actually getting the pun in there.
Oh, yeah. Damn it. Didn't even notice that one. Didn't even catch that one.
Yeah, that was a bit slyer. Okay, well, this is a half investment here from FaZe. As Hero AK for Twist, the rest with some pistol upgrades, some light util, and there's still pressure to apply. Na'Vi with only one man surviving. They are fragile right now, and oh no. The big bad wolf of Boomic.
He huffs and he puffs and he sprays them all down.
That's not the start you wanted. Not at all. Carrigan, he's been finding some good timings.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of an issue he's been in this second half of play, but you'd love to have him alive to pip one of those gaps. Now, they look like they're going to stay stubborn to go for this top pop. We got the mollies, we got the smokes, we got the flashes, but we are down a man. And down to a minute here. So, Na'Vi just need to make sure they lock the doors and don't give up a kill.
Like, how do we get this Canadian Sensations name in the feed? He's got the AK-47, you're throwing some util, trying to at least bait out any remaining incendiaries, and they have done so. I mean, look at the CT side. They've only got a couple of flashbangs to return fire, and they're battered, they're bruised. They are into the top side just a little bit and denied upon entry. Electronic and Perfecto with the boot. Kicked on down. FaZe running out of opportunities now. Ancient at one point loomed, Chad.
Yeah, look, the fact that we had Ancient as the third, that would have been a banger of a map for us to get here. Just knowing how underplayed it is at the moment and the adjustments that teams are making just from day to day.
Yeah, there was a great, the graphic of the whole group where everyone beats everyone in a happy little circle. I think Ancient is just that on crack. Completely unpredictable. Rain's going quickly here, and the wall of smokes blooms as he arrives. Oh my god, they throw so much at him. Two people unload their mags, nades, molotovs, and again more Rain punishment goes down, and more punishment is due. Boomic with the whip. Twist is down, and yikes. You're just left with nothing. This is something. Carrigan, though, kept to 1. Quick trade out of Perfecto. Bits util fading now, so they will come knocking on his ramp door. Actually, you know what? That's something. Brokey alive after meeting Bits M4.
Boomich is already down here. They have to deal with him if they want to get this bomb down. Oh, he even has position here over towards the double doors. They've missed that smoke a couple of times towards single.
He'll use it. Oh, so many targets for Brokey to contend with here. He's battled with Simple, prevails, as does Olof. They want to extend play here.
Perfecto again.
And it is Perfecto. Asked to find another round for Na'Vi. Quietly looking to clear. Dark, it will be a hard clear. And he's running out of time. Does have the kit. Olof could go looking. Perfecto. Oh. Oof, his crosshair wasn't far away.
Huge round.
But that's the turnaround. FaZe
Huge
say
round.
play on.
They've just bailed them out there and given them a lifeline here. Take a look at the finances on the Na'Vi side of things. Bit with 3.3. Simple can buy his off. Electronic only has 2.4. Boomich on that cusp of being able to buy at 4K. They will purchase, right? We will get the Na'Vi buy, but this is do or die for Na'Vi now.
What a recovery from the boys there. Walking into ramp.
This is huge. This round could actually determine the end of the game here, right? Na'Vi with their loss bonus, it's back down to 1900. If they can't make a fight here with what they bought into, FaZe could be the first to get to 15.
Yeah, Simple could be looking away. It's all about timing on this fight. When does Carrigan choose to have a look? Simple, very stubborn on this one. He seems to suspect that Carrigan will be responsible for that late yard hold, but he's very passive about it. A well-trained leader. Rain and Twists are through.
Who blinks first? Like, how long will Simple stay up here? If he makes a sound cue to drop off, if he goes a little bit too aggressive behind them secret, he could give up a lot. You can see Electronic below him as well, ready to snap this one closed. The misdirection of FaZe now will be the difference maker as utility towards Yard is helping facilitate them back out of secret.
And they've still got lobby control, courtesy of Olofmeister.
Oh, I think they're heading for the lower split.
Yeah, and oh, okay, so they've got Electronic working on a secret flank. Rain. Oh, they both turned their backs here. This is the potential gap.
The perfect weapon.
CZ75 looking to set up for the double twist quick enough with the head on the swivel to keep it level. 35, they need to find Boomich.
Oh!
Find him now, snaps the neck of Boomich. 30 seconds, bombs going ramp, and then RV rotates there already. It's Bit. Oh, looking the wrong way. Caught sleeping, running out of chances. Na'Vi, 2 hearts beating left. And Twist is gone. That's something. A trade from Olof leaves it all onto Simple. Multiple targets already tagged him up. Olof playing with his food. And Simple is going to laugh it off with the first. Oh, the shot just shy of the mark. Brokey pulls 14th out of the hat. And FaZe suddenly looking very viable for a third.
Oh, dear. Ancient could have been secured right there. Check out the finances here. Na'Vi desperately fighting for that round, and it's all fallen apart. They have to take the save. They have to concede. We're giving you the update right there. Fnatic versus EG's going the distance as well.
Dude, FaZe's life could be on the line in their own hands here. Just hold on. Woo. You can take first in the group, but, and it's a capital but, it's a big but, I'm talking TikTok leggings but, you have to beat Na'Vi. Well, not far away now. 2 rounds and a broken Na'Vi finances has left them with a real opportunity here to push us to the newest addition to the map pool. The volatility there could very well give FaZe a real leg up and an opportunity to cripple the Na'Vi boys here on a crucial day of play.
This is crazy now.
They got nothing.
Getting the conversation ready. What does this mean for FaZe with the big result? What you know, there's so much going on right now.
Chewing through his fingernails.
Yeah, keeping eyes on every single round of this one here. And as you can see, Na'Vi have conceded. Simple's treated himself yet again. He's gone for the deagle. The timeouts are called. And look, there's not a lot to discuss going into this round of play. What are you meant to do with a deagle and 4 USPs?
Well, surely the discussion's about how on earth they push OT if this doesn't go right.
Yeah, and there you have some real problems as well, just because that buy is not going to be phenomenal. We've already had this discussion a few times. 14-14. Would be great to see EG get another map just for the competitive sake of that team. Obviously, we know that Daps is standing in there, so nobody was...
Wait, what?
Oh, dear. All right.
Well, Chad, you said there wasn't going to be much with just USPs. How about with Armored Deeds?
So they're giving themselves 2 shots at this. They're giving themselves 2 shots, right? They're not playing for OT, they're playing for the win. Na'Vi, their intention is clear. The W or nothing here.
Right, let's see how Rain's adventure out yard goes. This time not as much utility and bullets thrown his way, so that's a relief.
With nothing fired, FaZe don't know exactly what they're dealing against. The util helps a little bit, right? Okay, well, they have something, but they're siphoning through that very, very quickly. Simple does have a kit, but this is really just going to come down to hitting the shots here. Na'Vi need to hope for some bad spacing, a lucky timing, or someone just to pop the hell off.
That's one way to hold yard. You can see Simple giving us an example of a passive yard hold. Essentially just requires someone doing what's... who is that down there?
Electronic?
No, sorry, Electronic was doing.
Oh, that's the initial toes dipped in the water there from FaZe. They don't like the taste of that one.
And they're coming towards Bit. He's good for a headshot or 2. And that Deagle this time, a bit shy of the mark. Rain, the first for FaZe. Na'Vi losing opportunities. They've lost a lot of space. Oh, Bit getting pushed on as well. That little chip away from the MAC-10. Distracts enough. Bit neutralized and FaZe set for success here. Na'Vi, it might be in your best interest to hold on to what you can. Hold on to your hats. Because never mind playing for the win, they're going to be playing to try and push OT here.
Oh, well, what you just saw as far as the buy is going to be reflected again for Na'Vi in the next round. It's 2,400. It's the same situation.
And Carrigan knows that.
Yeah, like the fact that they've had head armor, the fact that they've had deagles, the fact that they've had util. Na'Vi, right, you can understand... Oh, hold up a second. Hold up a second. Simple might just get very, very lucky here. Rain's going to stroll on past. Simple over towards credit card, hiding in plain sight. Looks like he might get away with his life. Really would love a gun here. You can see just into all those little booties. All right. Well, the loss bonus is in. The judges, they're not ecstatic about how this one's going to unfold. Simple into a FAMAS. I'm sure Perfecto would want to do something very similar here. They can drop their deagles across, which is going to give extra util for the players who get to equip those. But right now, this is a horrible, horrible spot for Na'Vi to be in at the tail end here of map number 2.
And this is all down to that round in the low side between Brokey and Olaf clutching up.
Yeah, that 2-on-3 situation.
2-on-3. And it started poorly for them, didn't it?
Yeah, it didn't look good. Yeah, and then it got desperate, whereas Na'Vi probably, once they had realized it was going to be a hard round to go for, could have saved at least 1 rifle. They saved nothing, and since then we've been in this tailspin. The FAMASes are out. The deagles are across. What's Simple rocking here?
Oh boy, FaZe have really got the opportunity here. This is what they would have dreamed of. They'd have bitten your arm off if they said you could have a map point against Deegs to push a map 3.
Here we go.
Electronic throwing out a little incendiary to perhaps stop the smokes. Nothing to report. Simple dispatch to secret. He can flirt with the vents as well, so there's opportunities and he's got multiple.
I feel like this is the perfect type of round if you're Carrigan, just say, let's just default. Let's wait for any crazy CT aggression. We got plenty of utility to offer up some double pumps. We can do smokes like that for some yard control here. They know what type of buy they're up against. This is great.
Oh yeah, and Electronic's been made to feel like he's in a box. Very few opportunities for him to have any sort of fair fight one-on-one. Perfecto actually in a position to at least get this info. It's not fun in FAMAS v AK, but at least he can contribute should Electronic feel under pressure. Oh, Rain's playing an interesting game. He can actively fight for any lower intel on Hell without worrying about Heaven.
Oh, this is getting close. Yeah. Electronic, he's surrounded.
Completely surrounded, but they don't know. He is the unknown entity, and all it takes is a little bit of an overextension from FaZe.
Is Carrigan going to clear this? This is getting crazy. They have their backs turned.
All of them do. Twist will go down. Hunted for the trade. Rain does deliver, but time getting a bit sensitive now. And Na'Vi are putting deagle headshots in the feed.
20
Carrigan's
seconds.
gone. Bomb on the back of Brokey. They have to break this top side. Bit's just taking lobby from them as they depart. They're having to focus on top side. Brokey with it all to do.
The bomb's loose, the bomb's loose.
It can be recovered. All off to plant. Simple. Running out of bullets is Rain, so they can close the gap. Bit with a big push here. Playing in the off angle. He hasn't seen him, has he? Oh, Olof has. He's too wise, but Deagle is there, and Na'Vi say play on. This nuke's not done. Na'Vi not done. 2 from Simple. Electronic with so much. The whole team surrounding him. We have to catch our breath. But overtime looms. Overtime, FaZe Clan and Na'Vi. Inseparable, I guess, in regulation. And so we'll get to see FaZe return to their T side. And see if Rain has any more troubles getting across in his yard adventures. Electronics bullets and nades and simples as well have cut him down to size. He's still at the top of the scoreboard for FaZe. And let's see if the Norwegian's got anything left. As he does work his project with twists in tow. Very passive hold from Electronic. The gap is the credit card slip, but little does he know. Oh, wow. Just working on this entirely independent of his team.
Oh, and he slipped around. Electronic must know they could be in warehouse. He's not even turning his attention.
Yeah, look at that. Look at the angle management. Such a beautiful positioning out of Electronic. Yeah, truly. It was like a full dance move, a full choreographed routine.
Now to Perfecto, who has been great. They're into top.
Oh, and that is perfect. Carrigan. Oh, he's delivered more than they could have imagined. Into the site. Electronic down. So is Simple. Twist is the one to hold the line outside. Double out of him. Well, they couldn't have asked for a better start for their T side there.
This is the good way to kick things off. It looked like Electronic had completely unraveled their plans, but now they will be up 16 to 15. The magic number for OT number 1 is 19 for those uninitiated. And while we have this moment, I'm not too sure how many more of them we're going to get. Fnatic fans, your team has just won. That's great. But you are here right now to watch FaZe lose. If you want Fnatic to qualify for the playoffs, you require a FaZe loss. Now, if you're a big fan, we're over there against Mousesports on map number 3. I think right here. Let me have a double check. Yeah, you require Na'Vi to lose. So Big and Fnatic, you're not playing against each other, but you may as well be.
Yeah, put your channel points on the line. Really get into it, because we've essentially got 4 teams' fates being decided in this game.
A lot on the line here, ladies and gents. So here we go, back into the fray.
Brokey, you're looking a bit aggressive. Hello, a little glance while he graces the flames. What's going on here? An aggressive maneuver.
We've seen this one, haven't we?
We certainly have, and we've seen it work wonderfully, especially since FaZe are going for a little late yard walk. Careful now. That jump straight through the sights of Simple. He's given you a little bit of a second lease of life by not pulling the trigger. And he's walking up on this. He really does want to punish.
Hello now.
What is that angle?
Hello now.
Oh, and it enables him to find Rain, just caught on a jiggle. It's a big contribution early.
That same smoke that Olof's about to throw is towards the Windows position. So Carrigan thinking he's going to get some room here. He might want to think twice. Olof about to release this. Carrigan's still working on his forward position. If he doesn't clear his corner, he is a dead man.
He's not clearing the corner. Not at all. I think Simple being the first to take yard contact kind of fooled him, and oh, Simple now everywhere, and so are the frags from Na'Vi. Well, that's 2 spotless rounds against one another. FaZe making it look all too easy in the first, Na'Vi in the second.
All right, well, who's going to take the smallest margins here going into our second half? This one is really hard to tell, right? The financial situation did become an issue for Na'Vi towards the tail end of regulation. So you'd think that they're going to be the ones looking to get the 2 rounds. Technical timeout called, so just a little bit of steam taken out of this. Wish I saved my tiebreaker conversation for now.
I did get given a lovely email, which will fill us this technical pause nicely.
Wonderful, wonderful.
It's from Nick Hill, who has lots of lovely things to say, but he's giving us a pro tip.
Okay.
Regarding if we are saying Na'Vi's full name and want to say it correctly as in the Latin, it's actually pronounced Natus Vincere.
Okay.
So there you go. He says, thank you so much for your time.
Okay.
Thank you, Nikhil.
Thank you.
I appreciate you.
Wonderful.
My Latin's pretty bad.
Mine's dead.
Yeah, I heard the languages too. Does that mean we get to freestyle more because it's dead? Like, no one speaks it? Does that mean we get to kind of take some creative liberties?
Well, we could say a lot of things about it.
Because I've said Natus Vincere so many times with such conviction. I think just my ego cannot accept that I've been butchering it this whole time.
I'm happy with the origin story of Na'Vi, to know that they started as Na'Vi because of the Avatar film with the Na'Vi.
It does.
And then they found the definition afterwards.
But it works, right? Like, born to win in Latin, bam.
Kind of badass.
And it's a cool tag. You know, like, some tags are pretty ugly.
So many nades thrown towards Yard here just to give FaZe control. They've thrown everything in the kitchen sink out in this direction. And while working on the space, Electronic to deny. He dances around this box. He knows where he's open to just so well. And Rain, up to his usual tricks. Bit tasked for caging Karrigan. And we do have a couple of head-to-heads right here across the map.
Yeah, well, it's interesting to see where the contacts go first. So you've got Yard between Rain and Electronic. The standoff continues. Simple and all off in the ramp side. And then down in the lowers, you've got Karrigan and Bit. It's all happening. It's a big round. This is to find out who's going to be having the lead into our changing of the guard. Who's going to blink first? I mean, FaZe are the ones that have to make the move. Bomb's just now been scooped up from the outside of lobby. And Simple's given up ramp, so if Olive was to start poking and prodding, he'd find a little more. Did Simple just go to show top util? Karrigan has at least revealed himself, and there's the patience from Electronic rewarded.
This is crazy. Like, this kind of stoic fight between them at Yard it's a micro game right now, and there's one in the backside.
Good catch, Brokey bide his time. They're coming into Perfecto's realm, and he already puts Twist down and out. FaZe running short of chances. Karrigan was aware of where the duels were going to come from, but played with a nice no-scope and converts it with the dig and hunted down for Na'Vi's 17th. Okay. Could still finish this one in 2. It's been damn up and down. Very, very unpredictable towards the tail end of this one.
The fight towards outside, if you're going to go back and watch the demo of this game, is something just to dissect on its own. Just the Rain and Electronic smoke wall battles on CT and T. It's been for both of them here, because if you have to reflect, probably go back about 45 minutes ago to when we did have Na'Vi on their T-half. You're about to get more of it now. Rain was very aggressive, fighting them in Yard. He wasn't giving them the free space Electronic is used to here. So let's see if that continues. FaZe need one.
Simple pre-aims, the very thing they were considering. Rain, Electronic, the standoff, the roles reversed. It looks like they're actually in a very similar state of affairs. So we get to see if Rain can do what Electronic does better. Dance around that container. He's also got to contend with the potential for Simple's AWP that's working magic. Brokey as well in support of Rain. It's all hanging in the balance here. Rain, that flash will indicate that they're coming for you. Gets the warning, does deal with Electronic.
What a battle this has been.
Yeah, right.
You don't see anything like I can't remember the time I've seen anything like this kind of fight for control.
Oh, what a great trade. Karrigan was so close to dipping completely out and having no voice in a return of fire. Na'Vi now with a 3 versus 4. Boomich seems to be interested in returning to Yard, at least considering the CT aggression potential.
Big gap in that. Oh, this is going to be so difficult. It's on Boomich coming through main here. This comes down to a timing.
Oh, Brokey, that's a perfect play, and he might even get more. Simple deals with him. Boomich strikes. Suddenly, FaZe fans hold their breath. Twist with it all to do. They line up, and it's both of them. A mow down from the Canadians. 17 found, and FaZe recover after Na'Vi really did start getting their teeth into that defense.
Whoa-wee. This is getting real close. So there could have also been a vent drop option out of Na'Vi there as well. Twist, the fact that he's just staying and not, like, from both of these guys, like, on both sides, to take space and then the unwillingness to, first of all, give up a little misstep and just stick to your guns. This has just been some crazy stuff.
Ooh-wee. Better make this call a doozy. Na'Vi could be on the ropes should they concede.
No
lots of
T-side at all,
attention.
though.
Yeah, lots of attention yard. And no T-side up, you're right. Maybe Simple didn't quite enjoy feeling like he couldn't contribute more.
Well, they're down secret here, and once Electronic gets this control, they're able to work with it quite well. Bullets caught, smoke's fading, hustle required. Battening down the hatches towards lower. Here we go.
Carrigan, what do you do with this? Takes a glance, Simple's far too fast. Oh, and Olof hears this. He's got so much util, but he doesn't get a chance to pull it out. The door's wide open. He's ready for the re-swing. Boomich, however, has found him, and now Brokey, close quarters.
They're all here.
Hoping to overwhelm them, and
They're
just timed. Tucked into dark, good connection out of rain. Looking good and set for this one, as the two CTs do greet Simple with bullets. Bitslane arrival irrelevant, and Perfecto's asked to go clutch again. His health's pretty low, Chad, I don't know. There's a world where he does pull out another one.
If he's ready for Twist, who's now gone around towards Secret, that is some awareness, right? Twist was deep, squeaky room. The Orb's dipped on back, has to clear close. A little bit of room to work with here. Spotted now.
And he's aware. Or consider the vent drop, maybe not Secret stairs, unless Twist is too loud about this. Oh, Perfecto is so scary. He's got him down to 10 HP. If Brokey misses the shot, suddenly that bomb plant becomes a reality, and so does the clutch. He's doing it again. 8 1vx situations, Chad.
He's got to get it down.
In this group.
He has to plant now. He has to plant.
He has got it down just in the nick of time. Twist won't call the bluff. Perfecto looking to find his 9th, and he might even do it. He's looking the right way.
Oh, come on!
Perfecto is the king of the clutch. Everyone else pales in comparison. Group C has got a new clutch king. Perfecto with his 9th. Absurd. Another turnaround. This is the third, or rather the first of the 3. Baits the shot out of Brokey, just taps the head, and manages the time to get it down, and he isolates on to finish the job.
Oh my lord.
Whee-oo. That's big.
He's been the lifesaver in this map, and now Na'Vi just one away. The pressure they can apply here.
Perfecto may have just cancelled Ancient. Like, he may have just done
He doesn't want to play it. He wants to get it done here. Oh, and look at the bullets through the smoke. Rain chipped on down. Electronic towards Secret again, and when he gets this space, success will follow.
I can't believe he got another one.
Oh, it's insane.
Oh. And it wouldn't have been a favorable fight with Twist if you hadn't tagged him up on that Secret fight. You got him to 10 HP with that spray.
It's wild. It's just wild.
Wowie, wow.
Oh, we double OT. 18-18, we do it all again. 19 for Na'Vi. It is done and dusted here.
And FaZe, so close to pushing Na'Vi to a third. They need to win this series if they wanted first in the group. Now, top 3 is up for debate. It may very well be a 4th finish for FaZe. Electronic looking incredibly ready for Carrigan there. And you can hear Bitchar starting to evacuate. They are coming knocking on Olof's door, and unfortunately, his quiff poking out from his hidey hole has been knocked. And FaZe falling apart at the seams here. Just running out of chances. That's something out of Twist. Brokey presented an opportunity. The bomb now loose. But Simple's too prepared, and that's all onto Brokey. Na'Vi